And we are back yet again, once again, back like we never left. The late witness to our New York Knicks taking on the lowly Washington Wizards here today. We are out in Washington, no Madison Square Garden here tonight, but we will be back in action tomorrow in the Garden against the Nuggets. So, don't look ahead, New York. Handle business tonight. Go into tomorrow with a 7-game winning streak. Let's start the show. That is right, folks. We are back yet again. Our New York Knicks back in action. Had a day off. We are back. A nice big old victory against those weirdos down in Los Angeles. Those LA Lakers, those pesky Lakers sent Luka Doncic, sent LeBron James, sent JJ Redick, and the rest of the Lakers faithful down the road crying, weeping, upset, because as our dogs, OG Anunoby, Landry Shamet, Karl Anthony Towns, and of course, big old Josh Smith took care of business not last night, 2 nights ago. And so here tonight, the Knicks have a nice, should be, never overlook your opponent, a nice easy game against one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the NBA. I mean, by net rating, they are legitimately the worst team in the NBA. So the New York Knicks should come into tonight playing as well as they've been playing, taking care of business. I want a double-digit lead by the end of the first quarter. I want a 15-point lead by halftime. And overall, I want a 20-point victory at least. Now, I'll take 15. Definitely has to be double figures. But give me the 20-point lead moving forward. Drolano, what's up, Drolano? George Person, my guy, was popping. Tammy, of course. Tammy, we got information coming tomorrow, baby. We're going to be here tomorrow. We got tonight's a lowly Wizard, so we're going to chill for today. Nothing major, don't want to do anything too crazy here today. Again, a little casual, no tie for our New York Knicks yet. Still building confidence. I know they're on a 6-game winning streak. They had a very good game. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? My guy, Michael Rogers, what's up, Mike? Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? So again, they are earning our trust back. They're back. I'm recognizing the Knicks again. They're giving us Knicks basketball again. But I don't want to jump the shark. I don't want to be there too early. So take care of business tonight. Tomorrow, I'll think about throwing on a tie for our New York Knicks as they take on the Denver Nuggets in Madison Square Garden. The Nuggets coming off a loss against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are in action tonight. They're playing Drolano's Detroit Pistons. So big game. Big games all around the league here today. As the Nuggets taking on the Pistons. We can look at before we dive into our Knicks, before we get into our pregame coverage, especially considering it's against the lowly Washington Wizards. Not too concerned about the game. Not much to cover when it comes to the Washington Wizards. We'll go through it, of course, as we always do, give respect to our opponents. But not too much to cover as it shouldn't be a close game here today. But you never know. You never know with a team as young as them. They could just have a hot shooting night, and the next thing you know, you're in a dogfight against the Wizards. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But looking real quick at around the league, we had a couple of big trades as well. Nothing really impacting the Knicks outside of maybe that Celtics trade, which was interesting. But if you guys want to know, you bring it up in the chat and we'll talk about it. But as for now, we're going to keep it moving. We got the Nuggets taking on the Pistons. They will be tipping it off at the same time. The Knicks are 7 o'clock here. So interesting game. Like I said, the Nuggets missing 3/5 of their starting lineup. They are Ty Eagles. What's up, Ty? Appreciate you, brother. Nuggets are missing 3/5 of the starting lineup as they have for a very long time. Still no Gordon, still no Brown, still no Cam Johnson. So the Nuggets are in Detroit. They're going on an East Coast trip here, starting in Detroit, and then tomorrow they got the New York Knicks. So that's a tough situation for Denver to be in, down as many players as they're down. But they do have Jokic back. They do have Murray, and that's kind of their whole team, which is entirely built around them. But obviously, missing 3 starters is always going to be back. Delano said the Joker back, but we ain't worried. I don't think you should be worried, but Denver is definitely feisty. They're not 33-17 by accident. They are coming off a loss against the Oklahoma City Thunder, so that is a bit iffy for them. In which a game they got pretty dominated in from start to finish. We covered that game. Raymond, what's up, Raymond? New day, another win to enjoy. Hopefully. They definitely should. Raf Torres, what's up, Raf? I just got home from work. I just can't wait to see the game. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. We have 30 minutes till tip off, so we're good. We're good. Like I said, we'll go around, cover our Knicks as usual, and then we'll give respect to our opponents, the Washington Wizards. Not much to cover with the Wizards, as they are one of the worst teams in the league, but we'll cover them as we always do. You got the Jazz taking on the Pacers, a battle at the bottom over here. Come on, Indiana. The Jazz made a big old trade today. They acquired Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Memphis Grizzlies. So if you guys want my opinion on it, you could throw it in the chat. But interesting trade. Very interesting trade. Delano said, as long as he doesn't drop 40, we'll be fine. I mean, you do have Duren, you do have Stewart, you do got Paul Reed, you got guys to throw at him. So 40 would definitely be a tough outcome in that situation. Obviously, we know we got our Knicks Wizards here tonight. You got Lakers, Nets, not all that interested in that. You got Hawks, Heat, battle of the mid over there in the middle of the East, battling for those play-in spots. You got Celtics, Mavs. Celtics also made a big old trade, which in my opinion makes them vastly better. But again, you guys let me know if you want to talk about it. Exactly, we got 2 new players. And you do have 2 new players, that's true. That's true. Detroit also made a trade. Who'd you get? Herder and somebody else that's not going to play for you, right? You got Herder. People are talking about Kevin Herter, Drolano, as if he's a marksman shooter. My guy's shooting 31% from 3 this year. So he'll get better looks playing with Detroit. And Herter, Duncan Robinson lineups probably going to hurt your defense. But how you feel about missing Dario Saric? Yeah, Dario Saric has not been a part of an NBA. I forgot. I didn't even realize he was still in the league. He has not been a part of a rotation for a while. I'm not sure what he's going to bring to you guys. Herter is interesting. I don't know what Herter, Duncan Robinson lineups will look like. But if Herter's not knocking down his threes, I don't know what he's bringing you, brother. I don't know what he's bringing you. 6'6" and 6'9"? Cool, man. Are they good at basketball? Maybe. Not really. Don't look like it. We'll see if Herter can pull his season around now down in Detroit. He'll have much better quality of looks playing alongside Cunningham and whatnot. So you got Bulls-Bucks going on. The Bulls made a plethora of moves, sending Herter. They acquired... what's his name? They acquired... the Bulls acquired Jaden Ivey, one of my favorite players on the Detroit Pistons. Upsetting to see the way his career has gone after the Monty Williams disaster and the unfortunate injury as well. Delano said, watch their highlights. Everybody looks good when it comes to highlights, brother. They can be a little clutch, I see. No, Delano. No. What you're missing is that they're on bad teams doing what they were doing, especially Herter, is who I assume you're talking about. I don't mean to kill your excitement, but what you're not realizing is that they were on bad teams, and so they had to be out on the court. But those dudes are not good defenders, and your team is a defense-first team. So I'm not even sure if they're going to even be able to be in the rotation. Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? These guys are tired. It's been a long season. It has been a long season, but they should not be tired. My guy. Way too early. Too early. We got to see how the game's going, right? If it's a close game, we'll give them that excuse. Ty Eagle said, got to all the games with no letdown because anyone can slip. Anyone can slip for sure. For sure. You got Bulls taking on the Bucks, like we said. A lot of trades for the Bulls. They got Kevin Herter out of there. They did acquire Jaden Ivey. But they also got Nikola Vucevic out of there, and they traded him to the Boston Celtics. So that is to me, pretty big trade. David Osh Jr., what's up, David? It's Ice Trade Trap Night before the Joker tomorrow. I don't think Trae Young's playing, right? He hasn't made his debut with the Wizards yet, and I don't think he will. I don't think he will tonight. The Magic taking on the Thunder. This is a nice barometer game for the Magic. See where they stand against the best in the league, playing as well as the Thunder have been playing. Obviously, the Magic still without Franz. Pretty crazy that he's still out. 76ers taking on the Warriors is a late night game, and then we're going to end it. The national broadcast will be Suns versus Blazers. Now, if that was a little bit earlier, I might be interested in covering it, but 11 p.m. start time, not for me. Delano said Alperen Şengün would be nice. I saw some players we really need. You're not getting Şengün, brother. You got to boot up 2K to get Şengün on the Pistons, I'll tell you that. But, of course, we're going to start what we always start, and that is with our captain, the point guard, the franchise, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's coming off of one of his worst years, one of his worst games this season. Suns Jen, what's up, Suns Jen? Hope everyone's well today. Hope you're well today, brother. Trades flying all around. We got a day and a half now before the deadline, Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll see who's making moves. Apparently, Kobe White or Ayo Dosunmu, or both, could be on the move for the Chicago Bulls. As they did acquire Jaden Ivey, I'm sure they're going to be looking to pair him in the backcourt with Josh Giddey as they're ready to move on from the Kobe White experience. For what it's worth, who knows? I don't know what Chicago's ever doing. So, Taigo said, do you think OKC will repeat? Probably not. Probably not. I think it's more likely they don't. I would take the field over the Thunder. But that's just me. Robes, Pierre, what's up, Robes? The ESPN fat fan said Giannis to the Knicks. Not happening. Also, if you're talking about Wendy did not say that. Wendy, as a matter of fact, said the Knicks are very much kind of easing away from the Giannis trade talks. They just don't really have a very good offer. David Ross Jr. said Leon tomorrow night, late night trade his style. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a wait to the very end of the deadline, negotiate as much as possible until the end type of GM. So we'll see. We'll see if he can pull off. They're trying to get rid of Yabu, man. They're trying to get rid of Yabu, maybe add one piece around the margins and whatnot. But it doesn't seem like there's a ton of options out there for the Knicks. They don't really have a ton of flexibility in their roster. They kind of got rid of the flexibility by signing Yabu, and so they're trying to get off his money. Mark, what's up, Mark? But again, we're going to start with Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, the captain of the team, coming off of arguably his worst game of the season, offensively at least. He was not much of an offensive factor in terms of like putting the ball in the basket, but his playmaking, his gravity was all over the place, showcased all over the court. I think he only walked away with like 12 points. Karl-Anthony Towns had 11. Speaking of, we'll get to him in a second here. And yeah, the Knicks still poured it on the Los Angeles Lakers. It led with their defense. Guys like Josh Hart, Landry Shamet, OG Anunoby, who we're going to get to, stepped up to put the ball in the basket for the Knicks on a night with Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. We're not doing a heavy amount of lifting for in the scoring department, but Karl-Anthony Towns has been stepping it up on the boards and defensively, not turning it over as much, and he's still going to turn it over. He's always going to turn it over. That's Karl-Anthony Towns. But the sloppy turnovers are getting cut down, and also the fouling has been slashed almost entirely. When was the last time Karl-Anthony Towns was in foul trouble? I think it's been about 3 games now since we've had to talk about Karl-Anthony Towns in foul trouble. I saw a wild stat the other day that when Karl-Anthony Towns picks up 5 or more fouls, so if he picks up 5 fouls or fouls out, the Knicks have a terrible record. I wish I saved it. I would have been able to pull it up for you guys right now. But when he has 4 or less fouls, the Knicks are a dominant team. One of the best records in that stretch, in that scenario. So it's crazy. If Karl-Anthony Towns can stay on the court, even if he doesn't shoot it well so far this year, his gravity has allowed other guys like Brunson, Anunoby, Bridges, Hart, Shamet, everybody else can flourish, even if Karl-Anthony Towns himself cannot. Ty Eagle said, do you think JB might wear himself out? Absolutely not, brother. Absolutely not. Jalen Brunson had a larger weight to shoulder last season, and he was perfectly fine come playoff time. Just that said, Shamet made 3 shots for me on the arc. Shamet was fantastic the other night, but let's get to OG Anunoby first, the leading scorer, the star coming out of the other game against the LA Lakers, in which he got matched up and locked down on Luka, got matched up and locked down on LeBron James, was all over the court. He was absolutely fantastic the other night. Definitely deserved Defensive Player of the Game in my opinion, but that award went to Josh Hart, which, he's also a good pick for that award. He also was locking up. Anunoby had the Luka matchup, and Josh Hart had the LeBron matchup. Joey DeLuca, what's up, Joey? 7-0 tonight, let's go. Absolutely. They are playing the lowly Wizards. They are lowly. Don't underestimate your opponent. Come out and handle business. This should not be a close contest for majority of the night. Mikal Bridges has been solid. He is back to being solid, especially since the Toronto game, where he had that nice post-game answer about taking up accountability and being coachable and changing his mentality and all of the things. Suns Gen said, Coach Brown redemption arc. That is definitely the case in New York, brother. If you lose 4 games in a row, you're on the chopping block. If you win 6 games in a row, you're the savior. You're the savior of the franchise. That is just how it goes in New York, man. The media will definitely eat you alive. Can never get too high, can never get too low, especially in a big market like New York. Eric C, what's up, Eric? JMP, what's up, JMP? Mikal Bridges, averaging about 15 a game. We've talked about him. a ton this year. I thought he was really solid in the Lakers game. He did not garner one of the more important matchups between LeBron and Luka, mostly because those guys are very physically imposing players, and we know that is a matchup that a Mikal Bridges can struggle with because you can see it. He's not physically imposing. You can see, look at these little tiny baby biceps right here. Shout out Mikal Bridges, but guarding physical players who try to bully their way into the paint is not a strong suit of Mikal Bridges. You can switch on to him every now and again in a matchup, but they were able to utilize him off ball, and he was able to cause some havoc as well. Knock down a couple of shots. It would be nice if he could knock down more. Either way. Mikal Bridges was solid the other night. Hopefully he continues his solid play here today. As long as he's giving us at least 15, 4, and 4, I'll live with it. Right? I'll live with it. JMP said, looking good, man. Hope the Knicks get this win. Absolutely, JMP. Absolutely, brother. It is the Wizards. They have won 6 in a row. This has all the makings of a trap game. You got the Nuggets tomorrow. You could be looking ahead. You're out in Washington today. So you're not in the Garden, even though the Knicks will still have the crowd on their side, obviously. They always do whenever they play an East team. So it's gonna be a little mini home game for the Knicks anyway. But either way, you're out on the road. You're definitely looking ahead to getting back to New York to play the Denver Nuggets tomorrow. So hopefully they take care of business today. They can get rest for their starters. Nobody has to overplay today. Get guys in the mid to high 30s. Hopefully that does not happen, but we'll see. Just walk outside with a victory. Sons Jen said, but an outside eye says he's made some tweaks. He has made some tweaks. They've talked about it, actually, in the postgame in which they adjusted some of their defensive principles. Before, they were trying like this funky thing of forcing guys in the middle of the lane into their big men, and they've gone back to icing a lot of ball screens and icing a lot of ball handlers to force them to the outside, which is like generally the like normal standard defensive principles, like force them to the outside to the wings. So you could force them to one side of the court. Mike Brown was trying this thing where he was trying to force them into the middle of the court, but it was just opening up too many things, and the communication would fall apart because players didn't know, is that my rotation? That's supposed to be your rotation? Are you supposed to rotate and I'm supposed to rotate down to your guy? And so the communication was off. They didn't like the game plan. They did not adjust to it as the season went on until ultimately they were like, okay, it's not working for the squad. Let's change it back to this. And that has obviously paid dividends as they have had, through this 6-game winning streak, the best defensive rating in the league. JMP said, you can call me Juan. What's up, Juan? Don't know why YouTube chose to play names this way. Me either, JMP. Juan, my bad. Me either, Juan. When they made the change, man, I was so upset because I got so used to calling. That's why, like, you see my man Kodeska in the chat. That's my man Lionel Monis right there. So, I got used to calling everybody by their previous names, and then YouTube changed it to whatever, like, the ats are when you made the account. I don't like it either, man. I don't like it either. Before, people had the ability to change their names as to how they would like to be called. Now you don't really get that option because now it's your ats, which is silly to me. But I got you, Juan. I got you, brother. If I ever slip up, bro, just remind me. Sometimes chat can get a little crazy with how many people can come into it sometimes. Lana Mona said, let's get this win tonight. Tougher games are coming. Yeah, they have a tough 3-game stretch. They have the Nuggets coming in tomorrow, then they have the Pistons, then they have the Celtics. Chaos Kid, what's up, Chaos Kid? Son Jen said, Cat getting more involved, which should also cut down JB turnovers. Well, JB doesn't really turn the ball over. That's the beautiful part about Jalen Brunson. But yes, in general, cut down on his turnovers as well. But he's only averaging a little over 2, which is one of the best in the league, especially for a high-usage guard, which is why I harp on turnovers so much, because I'm privileged. I get to watch Jalen Brunson not turn the ball over all the time. It's one of his best qualities. It also could be a little bit of a detriment because he's very risk adverse, doesn't throw a ton of lobs for that reason, doesn't throw a ton of cross-court passes for that reason because he's not going to take the risk. He's just going to make the smart, simple play. But sometimes you need them to take that risk. I need you to throw a wild cross-court pass to an open guy in Mikal Bridges to really break the defense down. But very risk adverse, doesn't turn the ball over, which is very good. Chaos Kid, do I have to watch this game? That is entirely up to you, brother. I'm team all 82. Whether it's the Wizards or the Pacers or the Utah Jazz, whatever bad team is out there that your favorite team is matching up with, that's entirely up to you. To me, I'm Mr. All 82. I'm here for every single one. Mark said, I'm blacked out in the DC area. Oh, yeah, I'm blacked out in the DC area. Gotcha. Monumental Sports Network is the worst. Not paying for that. Yeah, that sucks. Obviously, here in Jersey, I'm blacked out for the Knicks games on MSG, so I have to pay for the Gotham Sports app, which is what we're watching it on here today. So, of course, I'm going to be delayed. We get the Josh Hart. Josh Hart got Defensive Player of the Game the other night, was rewarded by the coaching staff. We know what Josh Hart is. He's the chaos engine. He's the heart of the team, all of the things, yada, yada. But he did also have a 20-point game, which was very important. Knocked down 3 threes. He was 3 for 4, I believe, from three-point range against the Lakers, which is incredibly invaluable because if Josh Hart can knock down threes, he's actually officially now after that game over 40% from three-point range. So shout out big Josh Hart putting in the work, working with our guy Peter Patton. Shout out Peter Patton. That's going to remain in his context for the remainder of the year. Shout out Peter Patton, the Knicks shooting coach who's come to this team and has fixed Josh Hart's jumper. Now, if only he could stop hesitating on a lot of open threes, hopefully we can get back to Josh Hart, or remain here at Josh Hart over 40% from 3. Yes, sir. Chaos Kids, so you make it entertaining? I try to, brother. I know this is not like the kind of game that people are definitely looking towards. It is the Washington Wizards, but at the same time, to me, there's still a ton of information we can glean from our team watching them play the teams like this. Deuce McBride remains out with ankle soreness. I should double check this, but the last I read, I think Bondi reported it. Maybe it was Begley, one of the beat reporters. One of the beat reporters put out that let's see if I could pull it up here. No, it wasn't Begley. I think it was Bondi. Maybe I gotta look it up. But either way, it was reported that Deuce McBride is going to get MRIs on his ankle so they can just kind of look to see, make sure nothing is structurally hurting Deuce McBride because he's still experiencing a little bit of soreness after recovering from the high ankle sprain. I suspect there's really nothing wrong with Deuce, but suddenly him deciding maybe I should go get an MRI because the soreness isn't going away, doesn't bode well. I'm still not worried. High ankle sprains are extremely difficult type of injury to come back from. I suffered a high ankle sprain. Obviously, I'm not a professional athlete, but I suffered a high ankle sprain in high school playing basketball, and it was like a 2 to 3 month recovery time. Obviously, not a professional athlete. All ankle sprains are different, even high ankle sprains, but it was like a 2 to 3 month recovery time. I was in a walking boot, then I had to do physical therapy, then it was like working my way back to actually playing sports and basketball again. So it's not the kind of thing like a normal sprained ankle is like, get the swelling down. Okay, soreness is gone. Get back on the court, get it stretched out, and then we're good moving on from there. So hopefully Deuce McBride is fine. It's just a precautionary thing to get an MRI, make sure everything's still good, and he'll be back very, very shortly. But take your time. You need him 100%. You're going to need him for the stretch playoff run. Eric C. said, we're on a back-to-back. Still a game we should win. I mean, it's the first night of a back-to-back, so sure. Let Deuce and Mitch relax. Yeah, no Mitchell Robinson tonight. We'll get to him in a second. Actually, we'll get to him right now. No Mitchell Robinson tonight. First night of a back-to-back. Bigger game tomorrow against the Denver Nuggets, so he's taking tonight off. Still a game we should win. Let Deuce and Mitch relax. Hate it because I love them playing, but definitely more important against Denver. Yeah, I don't know if Deuce is going to play against Denver. I hope so, but definitely Mitchell Robinson will. Durston, what's up, Durston? You are a professional legend. Appreciate you, Durston. Appreciate you, brother. Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug? Dutch B, what's up, Dutch? Hit the like button. Let's go. Let's get Cookie and Chefy kids here for dinner. Appreciate you, Dutch B. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the like button. I very much appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Raymond said, this is a team they can sharpen their shooting with tonight. They should definitely be able to pull ahead of this team and then start working on some things and treating it as a scrimmage, absolutely. The DJ, what's up, DJ? Who's scoring the first basket tonight? I don't know, brother. That is why we watch the games. Doug Fresh said, let Deuce get his rest. Definitely needs it if it's still sore. The ankle's still sore. Doug Fresh said, don't worry, Shamit. Shamit's doing a good job. He is doing a good job. Also, shout out Tyler Kolek, who's also doing a good job in the absence of Deuce McBride. Landry Shamet, speaking of, has been absolutely fantastic. Had a 23-point game against the LA Lakers the other night. Made 6 3-pointers, was 6 for 10 from 3. Absolutely invaluable to have Landry Shamet back, especially as Deuce McBride is now going to be not starting, but has been missing the last couple of games and will likely miss the next couple of games as well. Having Landry Shamet available to fill in that Deuce McBride slot, he's not as good or as good at certain things as Deuce McBride is. He's a good defender, but I think McBride's a little bit better. He does have a little bit more height as well. George, what's up, George? So that helps him defensively be a little bit more versatile than Deuce, who sometimes gets scored on not because he's a bad defender, but because he's just so short at about 6 foot, 6'1". But Deuce McBride shooting, his ability to shoot contested threes as opposed to other guys like Shaman who kind of have to get open off the movement and whatnot, is super valuable. But Landry Shaman has filled in very valiantly. Definitely needed. Definitely happy to have him available, especially since coming from the shoulder. Seems like he hasn't really missed a beat. Happy to see it. Happy to see it. Jordan Clarkson has been removed from rotation. Doesn't even really play garbage time anymore. Appreciate your services, Jordan Clarkson, but it seems like we're kind of just done, brother. Guerschon Yabusele, the Knicks are literally calling up the 29 other teams in the NBA and just being like, please, what do you want for this guy? We'll literally give him away for nothing. And teams are like, nah, we're good. We're good. I think we're good, right? So the Knicks are having issues moving on from Guerschon Yabusele, which isn't great. That's not great. Not a great situation to be in. They want to get off his money so they can be a little bit more flexible with moves they would like to make in the future. And he's got a player option for next year, so that's not great. Not great. And then Tyler Kolek, last guy we want to talk about here for the Knicks, has filled in very valiantly for Deuce McBride since being out as the backup point guard. And he's been really great. Been really great. I love the way Mike Brown has been utilizing him. As a matter of fact, we might need to make a Mo Diawara graphic as well if Mo Diawara is going to continue to be a part of the regular rotation here. He got minutes against the Lakers the other night. I expect him to get a ton more minutes here tonight against the Washington Wizards and hopefully into the future. He is, to me, a definite future part of this team. Was happy. We saw him in the Summer League. I called it out immediately. You can go back and look at our Summer League coverage. I got tweets up about it. Mo Diawara, I predicted, was going to end up as part of the rotation. I didn't think permanent part of the rotation, but definitely a part of the rotation at some point during the year. And boy, oh boy, is he even exceeded those lofty expectations that I had for him. Because he seems to be a regular fixture as a part of the normal rotation now, post the halfway mark. And shout out Clyde Frazier. He's got the leopard print suit on right now. I'm trying to get like Clyde, man. You guys don't know, I'm just trying to get like Clyde, right? I got the funky shirts, the funky ties and whatnot. But Clyde Frazier does it like nobody else, man. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trap? Juan said, I like Clarkson, but he sucks at defense. Yeah, and it's costing him minutes, rightfully so. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jordan Clarkson is a bucket getter, but it's not even that. Like the bad defense, of course, that's the major thing for sure. But it's really just the fact that outside of scoring, he doesn't do anything else. He's not helping you rebound the ball. He's not playmaking. He's not leveraging his scoring ability to playmake for others. He's not creating a ton of gravity because the three-point shot has not been consistent. So what is he doing out there? He's just kind of every now and again isolating for a couple of baskets here and there during the game. And overall, it just became very evident that that just wasn't valuable for the Knicks. And what's more valuable is what Tyler Kolek has been able to bring in terms of his playmaking. Now his shooting is coming around a little bit, knocked down 2 threes against the Lakers, which was very key, very valuable. So Kolek is just a better option over Clarkson, which we also called earlier in the year. And Diawara is more valuable over Yabusele. The Knicks probably could have bet on their younger players coming in and being ready to take a next step. I don't think they thought Mo Diawara was going to be ready out the gate. Apparently he is and has been. But, yeah, it's pretty evident that Kolek and Diawara are more valuable than Clarkson and Yabusele at this point in the season. So, definitely at the deadline, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not the Knicks are going to be capable. They want to, but if they're going to be capable of finding a dance partner that would take those two guys and their contracts off their hands. Clarkson, not so much because he's only got a 1-year deal in the minimum. Yabusele is the guy they really got to find a way to get off of. Kinohara, what's up, Kinohara? Trelana said him, Shaman, and OG were going crazy. They indeed were. They indeed were. Eric said Clyde dressing like a legendary 70s corn star. not the 70s corn star, brother. Justice's dad said need to play for 5 years in the NBA to be covered for their insurance for life. That's a misnomer. I believe it's 8 years. I saw that reported too. That definitely was not the correct reporting on the amount of years you need to play in the NBA, which is why I think now it's come out that Yabusele is looking to go play overseas because he's definitely not. I think it's 10 years to be covered for life. I think it's 8 years to be covered for like the next 10 years after retirement, but it definitely looks like Yabusele's not going to make the decade in the NBA to get that. I could be wrong. You can double check me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's like 8 or 10 years, something like that. Which Yabusele the way he's played this year is very evident. He's not going to hit. He's not going to hit 8 to 10 years in the league. This is his fourth. Right? He had 2 years in Boston, then left, then came back last year for his third with Philly, and this year with the Knicks is his fourth. Travis in the 90 said, no Deuce, no Mitchie. Yep, first night of a back-to-back, so Mitchell Robinson is going to be out tonight with the injury management, and then he'll be able to play tomorrow against Denver, which obviously is the much bigger matchup. Keno Hara said, of course I wanted Tyus Jones, and he also hasn't been good. Yeah, Tyus Jones I haven't been a fan of since he left Memphis. I haven't been a fan of Tyus Jones since he left Memphis. Keno Hara said, Clyde's been dressing funky since he was playing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keno Hara said, Yabusele to France. Apparently he's going to look to go play in Israel or something. I don't even think France wants him right now. That's how bad he's been. Ruben Gillison. What's up, Ruben? George said, Dadier and Yabusele to New Orleans for Sadiq Bey. Brother, Sadiq Bey's got way more value than Dadier and Yabusele, man. If they could make that trade, they would have made that trade a week ago. They would have made it yesterday. They'd make it right now, this second. They tell Yabusele, hey, man, don't even get dressed. Just pack up and get out of here. If they could make that trade, they would have made that trade yesterday, George. That trade is not available for the Knicks. Sadiq Bey is way too valuable for the Knicks to be able to. Dadier and Yabusele's not getting anything of value in the NBA. Jason, what's up, Jason? Let's get to the Wizards real quick. The Wizards, only a couple players really to cover here. I had to remove C.J. McCollum. I had to remove Corey Kispert from our pregame coverage here, so we don't have as many guys to go over. Let me pull up their injury report real quick, make sure we're not covering guys. Well, we could still cover guys, but make sure we know who is available to play today. See, Trey Johnson is out. The rookie for the Wizards, he's out. Vucevic is out. Whitmore is out. And Trae Young remains out. He will not be playing. He'll be reevaluated following the All-Star break, so he is out. And Cam Whitmore has stayed out for a while. He's going to miss the entire season for a diagnosed venous condition? Venous condition? Venous condition? Not sure what that even is. Shout out Cam Whitmore, wishing him the best. But Trey Johnson is out. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Chaos Kid said, send Yabu to the G. Keno Hara said, New Orleans is a stupid front office, so I'm not giving them credit for realizing that isn't a good trade. Well, the Knicks have apparently called almost every team in the league saying, we'll give you Yabusele, literally give us anything back in return, whatever you want, and every team is like, nah, we're good. He's got a player option for next year. We don't want to pay him. So even New Orleans seems to have balked at whatever the Knicks have been offering. And the Knicks have been in contact with New Orleans because there was the whole Alvarado thing, there was the Yves Missy thing. So they have been in contact with New Orleans, and I'm sure at some point they were like, hey, Yabusele, and they were like, no, we're good. Hopefully they can make a trade happen. So we'll see. We'll evaluate it if something does happen. Chaos Kid said, I want Clarkson back. Clarkson can stay wherever he's at, brother. End of the bench. Keno Hara said, who's out with the venous condition? That would mean blood clots? Okay, so that's Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore is out with the blood clots. Carl James, what's up, Carl? They didn't want Clarkson, but now they did not see the help from the veteran to get the NBA Cup. Bandwagons. He was solid. Shout out Jordan Clarkson. He did absolutely help us win the NBA Cup. He had a big old game during the NBA Cup as well. But, thanks for the Cup championship. You can remain on the team, but just realize that we're actually going to try winning basketball games down the stretch here, and you're not going to consistently help us with that. We can't rely on you for like 1 out of every 4 or 5 games. We need an every night kind of player. Jordan Clarkson is not that at this point in his career. Isaiah Gardner said JJ was never the answer next to John. Oh, Triple J was never the answer next to John Morant. Next is John Morant to be traded. I don't know. Probably, but I don't think they'll get a John Morant trade done at the deadline here. Maybe they will. Memphis is in rebuild mode. They are for sure. Did we discuss the Triple J to Utah for a bag of beans and 3 first-round picks? Not yet. There were a bunch of trades made today. We didn't cover any of them. I mentioned them briefly. If you guys want to talk about them, throw them in the chat. But let me get through the Wizards real quick because we are about a minute or 2 away from Kaishan George is essentially their best player, along with Alex Sarr. He's averaging 15.5 points, 44% from the field, 38% from three-point range. He's solid. He can get hot. He can definitely make it difficult for you, but he's still a second-year guy. He stepped it up as a creator, 5 assists. 15, 5, and 5 is not bad at all for Kaishan George moving up. The DJ said, are you commentating the game? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will be live to the very end of the game, whether it's a blowout or not. William Yan, what's up, William? We'll also keep our eye out around the league, and we'll try and cover as much basketball as we can tonight. Alex Sarr is their second best player, probably their best prospect overall. He has absolutely stepped it up defensively, and the efficiency has skyrocketed. 50% from the field, 33% from three-point range. Three-point shooting is not the greatest, but it is an improvement from last year. It is getting better. And that is the best sign for Alex Sarr. He definitely looks maybe a little bit more like a power forward and then an occasional center rather than a full-time center. But he is definitely extremely versatile. And so whether they bring in a center or keep him at center, either way, I think the future is very bright for Alex Sarr and Kaishan George moving forward. Two pillars for the Wizards to build around. Bub Carrington, Bilal Coulibaly, Kaishan George, Chris Middleton, and Alex Sarr is their starting lineup here tonight. Speaking of Bilal Coulibaly, really disappointing year so far. Actually has taken a step back in comparison to what he did last year, which was around 12 points per game, and the efficiency was better last year in almost every category. So really disappointing season for Bilal Coulibaly so far. I know he suffered with injuries, especially to start the year, but still has not rounded the form and has not really shown the upside that they need him to show. Still only 21 years old, but this is his third season, and once you get to season 4, then you have to start talking about needing to pay people. And unless, obviously, you're going to be willing to take a discount, it's going to be tough for the Wizards to keep him around. Jason said, crazy day around the league. Going to be interesting games tomorrow, for sure. Keenahara said, Sarr is the guy to build around. Absolutely. Most people thought he should have been the number 1 pick, me included. I thought he should have been the number 1 pick. Jacob Bell, what's up, Jacob? I took the Knicks to win all of the first 3 quarters. Thoughts? They should. They should. The Wizards suck, and the Knicks are very good, and they're playing extremely well right now. I said Sarr and Castle were the guys. Coulibaly, so meh. Yeah, Coulibaly is a really disappointing one because he has the prototypical build, 6'8", long, wiry arms, should be a solid defender, and yet, not even really that. Not even really that. Also, his playmaking has taken a huge dip. He was hovering around 4 assists, and now it's dipped down to about 2.6. Chris Middleton's the veteran. We know what he could do. He is old, and he's had multiple leg and knee injuries, so he can't really keep up athletically out on the perimeter. Bub Carrington, since moving on from CJ McCollum, is getting an opportunity as the starting guard again, and it's showing. Stats up across the board. Field goal percentage, three-point percentage, shot right up once CJ McCollum was traded. For better or for worse, we'll see if he could help bring some winning basketball to them. Darnell, what's up, Darnell? And then Trey Johnson is out. He's their rookie, their 5th overall pick in this year's draft. He's out tonight with an ankle injury. He's been solid. He's been okay. 39% for three-point range. This is his biggest attribute bringing to the NBA. He's a marksman. He's a three-point shooter. 44% from the field. Also not bad as a rookie, 13 a game. There are no bad rookies in this drafted team, right? Even Trey Johnson's really solid for them as well. So with that being said, I know I rushed through it, but let's get to the game. Also, if there are any stoppages in play, if we get to a dead ball situation, timeouts, and a quarter stuff, and you guys want to talk about trades, bring them up in the chat then, and then we'll definitely get to them. Brightest future, what's up, brightest future? Let's keep them under 100 for sure, brother. For sure. All right, here we go. Let's get the tip off. Food is here. I had to let people know. My bad. My bad. My bad. Eric C said, "Hey Chef, you watch that crap show of LeBron at Cleveland? I was laughing so hard. 42-year-old, probably gonna bring his talents to Cleveland next year. Can't wait for him to retire. Such a clown. I don't know. I think people's hatred for LeBron is definitely weird. You're a grown man hating on LeBron. I think it's definitely weird. I don't really care for LeBron either. But yeah, the Lakers got blown out in Cleveland. It kind of is what it is, brother. Towns hands it off to Brunson. Here we go. We're off and running. Brunson down the lane. One-legged floater. Got it to go for JB. That's a good start to the game. Here comes Bub Carrington. Obviously, the name of the game for the Knicks is to lock up defensively as they always have. The Wizards are not a good team. They're not a good offense. They swing it out to Middleton. A 3 over Anunoby. Can't get it to go way off. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Hart. So if they can keep them under 100 yet again, as they've held teams either under 100 or at 100, Towns a spot up straight away, 3 off the back rim, can't get it to go. Coulibaly knocks the ball in the air and grabs it, bringing it down the other way. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Jacob Bell, what's up, Jacob? You heard about Brandon Tierney getting let go from the fan? I did not. I'll get back to you. Actually, let's get to it now. It was knocked out of bounds by the Knicks. It'll stay here with the Wizards. Mr. Fantastic, what's up, Mr. Fantastic? Jacob Bell said, have you heard about Brandon Tierney getting let go from the fan? I did not. He started a YouTube channel called BT Unleashed. Oh, actually, I did hear that. You should reach out. I thought KFTV would, as he's interviewed them, good business. I guess I'll reach out, but nobody really cares about this channel, brother. We cover basketball. We're very small. It is what it is. Maybe I'll reach out, maybe not. Who knows? They get it to Bridges, down low in the post, leans in, kicks it out to Josh Hart somehow. They swing it around to Anunoby, puts up the three, got it to go, and the foul over Kaishan George. OG Anunoby getting us started from the perimeter. He continues his very good play. I thought Brandon Tierney and Knicks Fan TV had a little bit of beef. I'm pretty sure they did, brother. I'm pretty sure part of the reason why you stopped seeing Knicks Fan TV, CP the franchise, on the Fan was because Brandon Tierney was there and they had a little bit of beef going. Anunoby misses a free throw, though. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Chris Baskerville, what's up, Chris? Susan, what's up, Susan? Reddy, what's up, Reddy? Sarr down the lane, pump fakes, gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Gonna stay here with the Wizards. Good defense from Towns. So it's 5-0 to start. Towns missed an open straightaway three. Anunoby missed the free throw. Amy Matrua, what's up, Amy? Kaishan George with the pump fake out to Carrington. Carrington a step back, puts it up over Bridges, gets blocked. Hart with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Hart bounce past the Bridges, spins off of Carrington down the lane, basket, layup. Mikal Bridges to the basket over Sarr. Mikal Bridges putting his head down and actually going to the rim again. Could change the season, man. It could change the season. They hand it off to Middleton. Middleton a straightaway three. Got it to go. Gets the Wizards finally on board. Brunson bringing it down the other way. He's got a lane. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Another open three for OG out of the right corner. He can't get that one to go. Towns the offensive rebound. Bullies his way in the paint and knocks down the little hook shot. Yes, sir, Big Cat. Dominate them boards. For sure. Anthony Towns up on the board. The only guy yet to score has been Josh Hart. We'll get him on the board soon. Chris Middleton draws the foul on OG Anunoby. They're going to call it a foul on the floor, though. Chris Middleton looking for 3 free throws. He's not going to get it. AP, big one tomorrow. Yes, sir, AP. Yes, sir. Jacob Bell with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Jacob. My goodness, he said, I love this start. Yes, sir. Starting the way they absolutely should. It's 9-3. Bob Carrington has it up top, being chased by Bridges. They get over to Middleton, being guarded by Hart. Middleton coming to his left, spins to his right off a Sarr screen. Down the lane, mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go. First 5 points for the Wizards goes to Chris Middleton. Call it like I see it. Appreciate you call it like I see it, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Brunson has it up top, and they get it over to Towns. Towns fakes the handoff, keeps it. Tried to throw the bounce pass to Brunson, but gets kicked by Alex Sarr. George said, I met LeBron one time and said no pictures. I'm sure he's a jerk. I'm sure he's a prima donna. I mean, when you spend your entire life taking pictures with other people, I'm sure you get tired of it. They get it out the Bridges, right wing three, wide open, created by Josh Hart, and he knocks it down. The start has been excellent. The start has been absolutely excellent for the New York Knicks. Doing exactly what they need to do, taking care of business against the Wizards. They need to continue to do this, obviously, for full 48 minutes. Kaishan George down the lane, throws up the little mid-range floater over Josh Hart, got it to go. Wizards now hanging back in. They're scoring back and forth. Josh Hart up top, walks into a pull-up three. Got it to go for Josh Hart. All right. Everybody now has scored for the New York Knicks. Shots going down all over the place. Carrington gets it over to Koulibaly, now over to Sarr. Sarr in the lane, gets blocked from behind by Bridges, it looked like. Towns with the rebound, gets it out to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Towns was looking for a home run play, but Anunoby was not open, so he didn't take the risk. They get it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, good smart playing from our New York Knicks right now. They get it into Towns. Towns throws it to Bridges, kicks it out to Brunson. Wide open right corner three. The ball movement, and Brunson can't deliver with the open three. Come on, Baydar, you got to give him the assist there. Here comes Chris Middleton bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off the Sarr screen. Down the lane, kicks it out. Carrington, a left wing three, comes up short. Josh Hart secures the rebound. Gets it over to Towns. Towns gets it over to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby on the left wing. Tacking to his right, putting his head down in the lane. Tries to kick it out, but gets knocked out of bounds by George. It'll stay here with New York, though. Just under 8 minutes to go. I forgot to restart the timer. My bad. Jacob Bell said, LeBum. I've heard LeBrick. He's got all kinds of nicknames. All kinds of nicknames. I think the LeBron hate goes way too far. I don't like the guy either. But you can't be an adult hating on another person that you've never met. You know what I mean? A foul on Koulibaly trying to chase Brunson. You know, I said Chris Middleton is playing. Yes, Chris Middleton is playing. Isaiah Gardner said Dallas needs to beat Boston today. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I've had this up, and you guys have not told me anything. My bad. My bad. Nuggets taking on the Pistons today. That is the game we're going to have to watch most closely, I think. Actually, the Celtics game, too, but they don't tip off till 8. So we will miss majority of that game. The Knicks missed that first shot. Is this the Gamecast? This is the Gamecast. What is this? What is this new Gamescast nonsense? Oh, my. Gets it over to Towns. Towns on the right wing. You know, Art said Chevy always freezes every few minutes on my iPad. That might be my internet connection. Let me see the stream health right now. Stream is healthy as of 7:21. That might have been something. George said I was going to say something about the background. If you guys ever see anything that doesn't look normal on the stream, let me know. Because it probably isn't, and then I'll fix it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at ESPN changing what the Gamecast looks like now. This is not what it's supposed to look like, and it completely is throwing off my setup here. Either way, we decided the other day that our setup best is probably this. Although this is now also changed. So that's extremely annoying. Dom Anthony, what's up, Dom Anthony? Let me look to fix this now. That's extremely annoying. All right. So to fix that, we should display. That's the display. Can do this. All right, that's what I wanted there. There we go. That. Then we can do that. We want to keep it like that, but also do that. Then move it down a little bit like that. Make it a little bit smaller. ESPN changing this up is so trash. So trash. All right, that's actually do that. Scroll up a little bit. Don't want to do that. We want that like that. So we're going to keep it like that. Keep it like that. All right, so I actually want that a little bit lower now, so it's probably best if we just have it like that. Gonna have to adjust it. Gonna have to keep adjusting it. Kinar said the word is you freeze every so often on so many of us. So I think you have an intermittent internet freezes. The internet, my stream of the game was also buffering as well. So it's definitely something going on with my internet. Freeze happened. Don't worry too much about it. It's definitely something that I don't have control over right now. But it is something going on with my internet. I think it's something going on with the area's internet. Not necessarily just me. Brightest you said freezing. If I'm still freezing, let me know in about a minute or two. Right? That's not great. Not great. See if I can do anything about that. It was my first freeze on Chevy Stream so far. Yeah, definitely not something we normally deal with. Brunson got a technical free throw. Not sure where the technical came from, but he knocked it down. So it's 16-7 coming out of the timeout. Jacob Bell, you're not? Okay, yeah. Definitely something happened because my stream started, like the stream of the game started buffering as well. So something definitely happened. A little dip on the internet. Anunoby knocks down a three off a pass from Bridges off a handoff from Towns. And they continue to run right through the Wizards here. And there's our first double-digit lead of the game, 19-7. Don't let it get back to single digits here. Carrington swings it out to George. Jab step coming to his left down the lane. Stop, pump fake, leans in. Tries to put it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Anunoby. Kaishan George is going to have a tough night here tonight going up against Anunoby. Brunson leaves it off for Towns. Towns just mishandles it. Just can't catch it on the run. And now here comes Sarr bringing it down the other way. Runs right into Brunson. And it's a charge, a very easy call. Jason, what's up, Jason? Darnell said, I smell a blowout tonight. It definitely should be. It definitely should be. IJ Garner said, no, you're good sometimes. You do be freezing, though. That sucks. That sucks. My apologies, then. AP Jackson Jr. sent to Utah. Yes, he is. Yes, he has been. He is out to Utah. Not great. Not great. Jacob Bell said, let them feel like they have a chance for 3 quarters. I want to win it better, too. Let's end this one early. Mo Diawara is in the game along with Ariel Hukporti. Hukporti has it up top, being guarded by Sarr. Shaman is also in. Brunson and Hart remain the 2 starters in. They get it out to Diawara. Diawara coming to his left, crosses over to his right. Beautiful move down the lane with a lefty layup. Mo Diawara. Oh, snap. This kid is special. The crossover off of the screen, getting it back to his right hand for the scoop layup with the left. Okay, Mo. Chris Middleton coming to his left down the lane. One-legged fall-away jumper over Hart. Got it to go. Chris Middleton has been the entire offense here tonight. It is 21-9. Here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. Crosses over to his left off the Hukporti screen. Brunson down the lane. Stops, spins. Fall-away jumper over Carrington. Got it to go. And everything's going for the Knicks tonight. So this should be an easy win all around. Easy win all around. We'll have opportunity to talk about all the trades that go down, that went down earlier today with the amount of time we're going to have to talk about. This could turn into book club later tonight in a positive way, because this game is going to be over soon. At least it should be. Hukporti comes up with a big block on Carrington, but Sarr right there after the block to pick up the loose ball and lay it up and in. 23-11. Diawara bringing it down. He has it on the right wing, directing traffic. Coming to his left, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson up top. Kicks it back over to Diawara. He's going to dance with it. Attack off the bounce. Kicks it out to Shaman. A crazy driving kick. And Landry Shaman rewards him. Mo Diawara is out there hooping, y'all. 26-11. Carrington stops. Dumps it down low to George, being guarded by Brunson. Faces up. Attacking to his left. And they call a defensive 3 seconds on Hukporti, who's down in the lane trying to guard Brunson. Trying to help Brunson on the defensive side. Jay Gardner. What's up, Jay Gardner? Would you love to see more Tyler Kolek and some of the young guys tonight if we win, can blow them out? Absolutely. Absolutely. Kinar said, so it turns out Dadier's main purpose was he told us his buddy Mo Diawara was good. Hey, man, as long as it gets us Mo. As long as it's gotten us Mo. Mo is good. He's got the goods. He's got the goods. Already some incredible plays to start the game here tonight. Needs to be a Mo Diawara, Tyler Kolek, Ariel Hukporti night for sure. Needs to be a role player night. And Hukporti, his second block of the game. But again, Alex Sarr right there after Hukporti picks up the block, right there to pick up the pieces and lay it up and in. Now it is 14-26 after the 3-second call gave the Wizards a free point. Josh Hart, a fall-away midi. Can't get it to go, but a foul on George will send Josh Hart to the foul line for 2. All right. 4:04 to go. My timer is way off, but we'll catch up in a second here. Miss Mar, what's up, Miss Mar? Appreciate you. Jacob Bell said, I think the Giannis trade isn't happening, at least until the offseason. I've been saying that for a while. I said nobody thinks Giannis is coming. I've been saying the Giannis thing. I've been very consistent. I've been saying it for weeks. He is not coming. Josh Hart misses his first free throw. We got to stop missing free throws, though, y'all. Let's not put ourselves in a situation where we're giving the Wizards hope. Don't give them hope. Don't give them hope. Patrick Thomas, what's up, Patrick? Said about time the coach plays Diawara. I mean, he played him to start the year. Not to start the year, but he played him after a couple of games into the season when the Knicks dealt with injuries. Was a part of the rotation for a while, and then was out of the rotation for whatever reason. That was weird. But now he's back in the rotation. He's kind of been a regular fixture in the rotation for a while now. 4 minutes to go. 27. Josh Hart did knock down the second one. They get it over to George. Back up top to Sarr. Sarr will fire the straightaway 3. Comes up short. Long rebound. Josh Hart picks it up. Josh Hart will bring it down. Leaves it off of Brunson. Brunson crosses over down the lane. Takes the bump floater. Can't get the floater to go down, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Drew the foul on A.J. Johnson. King Free. What's up, King Free? What's going on, brother? Isaiah Garner said, do you think Mitch will be playing today or is best for him to play tomorrow? Well, he's not playing today. He will be playing tomorrow. Marvin Bagley coming into the game. Bagley's quietly become like a solid backup big in the league. He's kind of had a little bit of resurgence here in Washington. It is Washington, but he's been solid. He's been solid. Been a solid backup big. I think a team should take a swing on him at some point and see if he could become a solid rotation big for an actual decent team. Brunson steps to the line and splits the free throws, missing another free throw. The New York Knicks. My goodness, how many free throws are they going to miss tonight? Why did I stop the timer? My apologies. 3:30 to go. 28-14. 14-point lead for the Knicks. Marvin Bagley has it up top. He's got nowhere to go. Good defense from Diawara to deny the ball. And then Hugporty and Diawara converging. They got Sharif Cooper who's got to chuck it up there. He can't get it to go. Shout out Sharif Cooper. Draft darling for many New York Knicks eyes back in the day. Brunson spins and puts up the three. Can't get it to go. Diawara skies for an offensive rebound. They get it back up top to Josh Hart. Mo Diawara, baby. It's a Mo Diawara game. What a glorious sight to behold. Brunson dancing with it up top. Crosses over to his left. Stop. Half spin. Down the lane. Kicks it out. Diawara. Left corner three. Line me up. I'll go crazy. Line me up. I'll go crazy. It's a Mo Diawara night, y'all. This is what I'm here for. I forgot who said it to start the show, but they asked, is this the kind of night I should be watching the Knicks play? Or is it going to be a blowout? It don't matter, because nights like tonight is when you get Mo Diawara doing his thing. He's got 5-1-1, but you know what? I'm going to go crazy anyway over it. He is hooping out there. He's going crazy. Just under 3 minutes to go here. Jacob Bell said, why is there no Mitch? Is there a reason, or is he getting traded? I'm half joking. There is a reason. He does not play in both games of a back-to-back scenario, and the Knicks play the Denver Nuggets tomorrow. So might as well sit out against the Wizards and play in the more important game against the Nuggets tomorrow. That's a Josh 4-4-3. I mean, everybody's playing well. Brunson with 6, 1-1. Josh Hart 4-4-3. Diawara 5-1-1. All 5 starters scored. Shaman hit a 3 already. We still have 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Knicks have 31. Can they I forgot to give Diawara his 3. My bad. I was too busy celebrating. Can the Knicks finally give us? We have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And they have 9 points to go. Can they finally give us the 40-point game we have been missing? We've been calling for a while here, and of course it would make sense to get it against the Washington Wizards. Give me a 40-point quarter, even if it's just one. I need it. I need it. Kay Hazy said, Mo, looking good, just stop getting lost on defense. I don't think he's been getting lost on defense, at least not tonight. I mean, he is a rookie. Rookies do get lost on defense. It is what it is. It's going to happen. But he's solid one-on-one defensively. He's okay as a team defender. It's really just experience in terms of like the getting lost thing. And it does not happen as often as I think the way I read that comment implies. Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? Mark, good start. Good start, Mark. Good start. Isaiah Garner said Denver doesn't like playing physical. I mean, they are missing 3/5 of their starting lineup. So kind of, and they're the most physical players with Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown. So that definitely hurts. That definitely hurts. David Osh Jr. said, Nuggets in Detroit, so Knicks, Nuggets, both on the back-to-back. Yep, should be pretty fair. Pretty fair. Although the Knicks have the Wizards and Denver has Detroit. So not that fair. I said people were discussing our being able to get Justin Champagnie on Knicks Fan TV last night. I like Justin Champagnie. And it's not just the Julian Champagnie thing. Julian Champagnie, sharpshooter on the Spurs that lit up the Knicks on Christmas Eve. It's not just that. I've always kind of liked the Champagnie guys. I think Justin Champagnie is solid. Depends. Any of these trades, it depends on what you have to give up, right? Obviously. If they can get Justin Champagnie by giving up like Yabu, million times over, do it 10 times out of 10. But yeah, I said Hugporty's such a nice third center. He is. Really nice. Absolutely. Darnell reminding people to like button. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Jacob Bell said almost 3 minutes to score 9 points. I think 40 is likely. I hope so. I hope so. Can never take it for granted. The Knicks haven't had a 40-point quarter in a while, and they started the year as Diawara gets hit with the backdoor cut. I was just trying to praise you, Diawara, and then you you show up getting beat by a backdoor cut. Come on, big dog. Brunson coming to his left off the Anunoby screen. They get over to Shamit, curling off the Hug 40 screen. Foul line, pull-up jumper, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Bagley with the rebound. Here comes A.J. Johnson, shot out of Buchanan, putting his head down, attacking, extremely athletic. Scoop play with the left hand, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Diawara knocks it over to Huck, and now they're off and running. Hit ahead to Anunoby. Anunoby jab step, steps himself, fires the three. Got it. OG's got it cooking, man. He has it cooking, and Diawara's down on the court. Damn, man. Just as he was hooping, and he stays on the floor. Knicks have the foul. It's a 5-on-4. They throw up a floater. They got it to go. And a timeout for the Knicks. Just as he was hooping, man. One of my favorite players on the team to watch this season. And he's getting helped off the court. Looks like a sprained ankle. I can't believe it, y'all. I can't believe it. Ruined my night. Legitimately ruins my night. The Knicks could win by 1,000,000 points, but Mo Diawara going out with an injury ruins my night. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. See the replay on it. Rolled ankles kill me. Oh, that didn't look good. That didn't look good. See it one more time. I really can't look at rolled ankles, man. It kills me. All right. All right, he wasn't like in agonizing pain, so to me it looks like just a rolled ankle, not anything more serious. Thank goodness, like a broken ankle or anything like that. But man, that sucks. He's gonna be out for a while with a sprained ankle. Gonna be out for a while. That sucks. That really sucks. Gershon Yabusele, step on down, big dog. Dylan Jones, throw Dylan Jones out there. I don't care. Do it. McCullough, Kevin McCullough, I hope you're ready to go. Is Dadier suited up? Throw Dadier out there tonight. Mark said, could have been much worse. Could have been someone else. But against the stupid Wizards, it sucks. Yeah. I mean, any player getting hurt sucks. Mo Diawara, fun rookie. Was hooping tonight, man. Was hooping tonight. Now goes down with the injury. What three did I miss? Oh, Anunoby knocked down the three. Keenan Harden, McCullough. Yeah, does McCullough come in? Who's out there right now? Bridges comes back in. We'll see if we get some McCullough minutes. I'm not sure because those guys are on two ways. Dadier is on a standard contract, so that's the guy I think of. But Yabusele might be the next up off the bench. Brunson down the lane, throws up the floater, gets a nice friendly bounce off the front of the rim, and it is a Wizards score previously. So it's 36-18, 18-point lead for the Knicks. A minute and a half to go. I'll let my timer tick too far down. Minute and a half to go, and the Knicks need 2 more baskets at least. Need 2 more baskets for the 40 ball. They kick it out to Champagnie. Anunoby jumps the passing lane, knocks it out of bounds off of the Wizards. So it's going to go back to the Knicks with 1:20 to go. Mark said, give me Kevin. I dropped my mic, dropping everything today. Brunson down the lane, throws up a floater. Can't get it to go. Bagley with the rebound. Minute to go now. Who is this kid? Will Riley bringing it down for the Wizards. Spins, coming to his right. Thinking it back to his left hand. Throws up the floater. Got it to go for Riley. 36-20, but I really want my Knicks to just get a 40 ball. That's all I really care about right now. A minute to go. Anunoby coming to his left, putting his head down, attacking. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Not looking likely. Not looking likely. They're going to have 2 more possessions to go. At least they should. And they hand it off to Bagley. Bagley takes the handoff. He's got nowhere to go. Takes it out to A.J. Johnson, directing traffic. Coming to his right off the Bagley screen. Hesitation move. Down the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Riley ran off the line. Driving to his right. Spins to his left. Goes up against Bridges. Off glass. Can't get it to go. But a foul is called. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2 free throws. With 30 seconds to go. So the Knicks probably not going to get the 40 ball, man. Damn. Eamon Owens, what's up, Eamon? So much bad news just hit the Knicks. Mo Diawara goes out with an ankle sprain, and the Knicks are not going to score 40 points in this quarter. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I can't believe it. Jay Garner said, I smell a Hart triple-double. He is on triple-double watch for sure. For sure. Towns is going to come back in. Towns has 2 and 4 here tonight. Everyone's just been solid, doing their thing. Will Riley knocks down both free throws. And it's quietly only a 14-point game. I'm harping on the 40 ball, but it's 36-22. I'd like to see a little bit of a larger lead. It's only the first quarter. I'm not going to harp on it too much, but quietly, it's only 14. Not insurmountable. Bridges picks up his handle, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Cooper. 15 seconds to go. Brunson down the lane, crosses over to his left, Euro steps, kicks it out, extra pass, Bridges, wide open three in the left wing. Can't get it to go, but he gets fouled. He got fouled. 3 free throws from Mikal Bridges. Jay Hay, what's up, Jay Hay? They could get 40. I'm rooting for it. They got 7 seconds to go after that foul. My timer took down. They got 7 seconds to go. BK Ray said Yabu is going to Israel. That was something that did come out, that he might look to go play for Israel. NBA teams are kind of out on him at this point. Mikal Bridges has 3 free throws. The Knicks have already been extremely bad from the foul line here tonight. Knocks down the first one, a perfect one. Got 2 more coming. Just Dad said, then the other Champagny, the one that won the pit. Justin Champagny, 24 years old, 6'7", undrafted. Solid, man. I like Champagny. I like Champagny a lot. Bridges knocks down the second one. He's got another one coming. Hart and Huckporty come in for the final possession here. 38-22. Knock down your 1 free throw. Please give me 39. It'll be a consolation prize. Consolation prize, 39 points for first quarter. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm also excited to go around the league. Very excited to go around the league. Ubian said, just logged in. How are the Knicks playing? Pretty good. Pretty excellently. Bridges misses the 3rd free throw. Wizards with the ball. Hit ahead. They got to heave it. Will Riley, well contested from Hart. Comes up short. And that'll be the end of our first quarter. 38-22, 16-point lead. Not bad. Not bad. Very disappointed. The Knicks just simply knocked down their free throws. Let me look it up real quick. Let's look it up. We'll also go around the league. How many free throws did they miss? It's got to be at least 4. They missed 5. They missed 6. I can't do math. They missed 6 free throws. 7 for 13 from the foul line. They could have had a 40-point quarter, guys. It was right there, handed on a platter for them. They missed 6 free throws. Bruce Fowler, appreciate you, Bruce. Very generous super chat yet again. Appreciate you, brother. Like and subscribe from Bruce. Appreciate you, Bruce. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the like button. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe because we cover basketball 6 days out of the week. Cover as many games as possible. Tomorrow we'll be covering a doubleheader. Tomorrow we got Knicks taking on the Nuggets, and then the late game will be the final regular season game between the Thunder and the Spurs. Sean Collins, these free throws, man. These free throws, Sean, man. These free throws. Brad in the 90s said, score for Denver versus Boston. Let's go. Let's look around the league. Let's do it. On ESPN tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. 27-28. At the end of the first year, they got 30 seconds before the first. 27-28. Denver doing a good job hanging in there as always. Pacers, Jazz, 41-37. The Celtics game doesn't start until 8 o'clock. So they have not tipped off yet. Playing the Mavericks tonight. Mavericks can be feisty. Gadra, what's up, Gadra? Or Gudra? Gadra? It's Gadra, right? They should rest the starters for tonight, so we'll have legs for tomorrow. I mean, you can only really rest the starters if you build up a big enough lead. They did a pretty good job of that in the first quarter, and they got to continue to do that. George said 6 misses are inexcusable. I mean, I'll take 6 misses for a game. For a quarter? You miss 6 free throws in a quarter? That is ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous, man. In a quarter is crazy. Look at this silly little looking nonsensical game cast that ESPN has tried to transition to here today. This is updated today. We did a game yesterday. We covered a game yesterday. And then they updated the way their game cast looks today. This looks dumb, stupid, and illegible. ESPN continues to be disgusting in their coverage here. Their website is bad. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Kinar said Mavericks beat our sorry butt, and it was a wake-up call for sure. For sure it was a wake-up call. It was bad. Really bad. All right, here we go. Tyler Kolek starts the second quarter. Anunoby comes up with a block on Bagley. Here comes Kolek, started the second quarter. Gets it over to Clarkson, who's in the game. Whoa, Jordan Clarkson's out there, y'all. Whoa, Bridges in the post against Sharif Cooper. They kick it out to Anunoby. They get it up top of town. Until fire straight away 3, line me up. Can't get that one to go. My stream is buffering again, so if I start freezing, I apologize. And then Bridges throws it right to A.J. Johnson, 1-on-1 against Kolek. Kolek comes up with a foul. He's going to send Johnson to the foul line for 2. Hoobie and JC. JC is out there. Jordan Clarkson calling upon all JC fans in the chat. Jordan Clarkson is in the building, y'all. Yeah, like I said, we don't average 6 free throws a quarter. Yeah, they missed 6 free throws in the first quarter. Absolute disaster, for sure. Sons and gents, I just use NBA website now. It's terrible. Yeah, let's pull it up. Let's see. We can make adjustments as the night goes on. Let me pull it up over here first and get to it. Their box score looks like that. Yeah, but I want both teams' box scores, not just one. That's the issue. I want both teams up on the screen. A.J. Johnson split the free throws 38-23. Towns has it in the post. Backing down Bagley, bagging him down. Nice drop step, a little Shaq elbow. Got the nice hook with the right hand to go down. Quick hit ahead to Will Riley. Will Riley, right corner, back up top. A.J. Johnson on the right wing, dancing with it. Coming to his left off the screen. Anunoby chasing. Johnson down the lane, lefty layup. Got it to go for him. 40-25. It is a 15-point lead for the New York Knicks. They lob it down low to Bridges. Good pass from Kolek. They swing it out to Anunoby. Extra pass up top to Clarkson. Tagging to his right. Pulls it out. Champagnie tries to jump. The ball handling from Clarkson. Clarkson able to recover. Out to Anunoby. Down the lane. Floater. Can't get it to go, but it'll go to the foul line for 2. OG Anunoby. I don't like this buffering stuff. This stuttering stream I got going on here. Let me lower the quality. Maybe that'll help, unfortunately. Normally, I'm capable of watching it in as best quality as possible because I'm hardwired. It's lower kilobits per second. Lower it. Lower it a lot. Do that. Isaiah Garner said, I like how aggressive OG's been trying to attack the paint. I love it. Absolutely. And definitely necessary for his game. Anunoby did knock down both free throws. We got 2 free throws in a row, y'all. We actually went to the line and knocked down all our free throws for a change. A.J. Johnson down the lane to his left. Takes it out to Champagnie. Fires a 3. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Kolek knocks the rebound to nobody. Just grabbed the rebound, Kolek. And then Will Riley knocks down the floater. Kolek trying to get too fancy, trying to knock a rebound to his teammate. Just grab it, brother. Just grab it. Clarkson has it on the right wing. Attacking Will Riley at the bounce. Will Riley, not a bad defender. Clarkson coming to his left. Gets it up top to Anunoby. Anunoby fakes the handoff. Keeps it. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top. Pass fake. Spins. Now driving to his left. Down the lane. Layup. Got it to go. And the foul for big Karl Anthony Towns. Starting to take over, big cat. Yes, sir. Knock down your free throw. Now knock down your free throw. C. Tyler. What's up, C. Tyler? Isaiah Garner said OG definitely should have been an all-star. He had that bad slump. He did it to himself. That really bad slump about 2 or 3 weeks. It dropped his three-point percentage from 40 down to 34. So I get why coaches didn't vote for him. I get it, for sure. Towns misses a free throw. What is going on with the missed free throws tonight? At least it's against the Wizards. At least it's against the Wizards. My goodness, the free throw shooting has been horrendous. They've missed 5. 7 for 12. Step back mid-range jumper from Cooper. Kolek hit ahead past the Bridges. A bad pass from Kolek. Kolek has not been very good tonight so far. Hopefully he cleans it up. Kinar said, we missed 4 free throws. Yeah, I can't do math, Kinar. My bad. My bad. I just saw it. They put the latest graphic up after that Towns missed. It's now 5. 44-27. It is a 17-point lead for the Knicks. Should definitely be 20 with the made free throws. A.J. Johnson maneuvers around the lane and gets the scoop layup with the right hand. 44-29 now. Clarkson bringing it down the other way. Clarkson keeps it, and this is why Clarkson has been banished from the lineup. Way too much ball handling. Get the ball to Karl Anthony Towns. Get over to Clarkson. Clarkson gets it over to Towns. Towns has it up top. Being guarded by Bagley. Towns faces up, catches, jab step. Pump fakes again. Now driving to his left. Contact, puts up the floater. Can't get the floater to go down. Battling for the rebound. Will Riley has it. It's a 3-on-2. Will Riley all the way to the rim. Leaves it off for Johnson. They swing it out. A 3 for Cooper. And Cooper knocks down the left corner 3. Good ball movement from the Wizards and a timeout from the New York Knicks as the lead's now down to 12. Come on, New York. If you knock down your free throws, come on, man. Get Jordan Clarkson up off this court, man. This is why he is out. This is why he's out. Leyanaj? What's up, Lay? Where's Jalen Brunson? Jalen Brunson is on the bench. He starts the second quarters on the bench, like most stars do. You know, I said, I need Hart back on the court. I took the triple-double with long odds. Yeah, they need to get Clarkson out of there. I'd prefer McCullough. I'd prefer Dadier at this point. Clarkson just slow processor. Just real slow right now. Jay Garner said, I like a 50 ball from Cat. I mean, he's got 6 points so far. He's got a long way to go for a 50 ball. Isaiah Garner said, free throw shooting lately for the Knicks has been bad. I don't know why, though. I don't know. Lately, I'd say it's been bad. Tonight is disastrous. 5 missed free throws already. Pretty disastrous. But something they could absolutely clean up. I mean, the missed free throws, Brunson has missed. Let's go through it. Go through it. So who's missed free throws tonight? Anunoby's missed one. Towns has missed one. Josh Hart has missed one. Bridges missed one. Brunson missed one. Everybody from our starting lineup has gotten to the foul line, and they've all missed a free throw. All missed exactly one free throw. And there's your 5 missed free throws. Jacob Bell with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Jacob. Appreciate you, man. Says, why does everyone seem to just dismiss Detroit? It's East Coast bias, but I see it on the national level too. I'm not the most educated fan. Ideas? I think they get dismissed because this is the first time they have legitimately come out as a true blue contender. They also get dismissed because their offense is really bad. Against really good teams, they struggle to generate good offense. A lot of their offense is generated from their defense, and come playoff time, where it becomes a half-court game most of the time for most teams, not named Indiana. If Detroit can't get the defensive stops to get out and run, and they have to go toe-to-toe with a team in a half-court set, it's almost never bodes well for teams like them. Detroit's entire offense is a Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren pick and roll, and then hopefully they can generate something off of that. And with Cade Cunningham having as high turnover numbers as he does, with as low efficiency numbers as he does, as awesome as Cade Cunningham is, that's not conducive to long playoff runs. Now, I think they're great, and they should definitely be the favorite in the East, the way they played. You don't just dismiss what they've done this year and the record that they have. I think one of the most underrated talking points this year about the Detroit Pistons is how they're only 1 game back in the loss column of the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's crazy. So they should definitely be the favorites. But there is obviously cause for concern with the Pistons. Even from Pistons fans, if you want to talk to them about it. Shamit kicks it out. Kolek a straightaway 3. Line me up, Tyler Kolek. Way to get back on the good side. After that timeout, lead back up to 15, 47-32. Let's also turn the defense back on, Knicks. Get some stops here. Goodness, my stream is terrible here today. Gotham Sports app is just, this stream is awful right now. It is legitimately bad. It is stuttering and buffering all over the place. Maybe that's also my internet as well, but it is not helping out. Good defensive stop from the Knicks, and then Kolek a hit past the Bridges. Kolek is always keeping his head up for Mikal Bridges running the court, and just like that, it's back up to 17. We are under 8 minutes to go. They get over to Bagley. Bagley, high post, right wing. Back to his left. Spins to his right, throws up the lefty floater, got it to go. Beautiful move from Marvin Bagley. Bridges bringing it down, coming to his left off the town screen. Bridges kicks it up top to Kolek, attacking to his left, down the lane. Cross-court pass, Shamit, wide open, right corner, line me up. Can't get it to go. Kolek knocks the rebound out. But Anunoby was not prepared to go for it. Was instead getting back on defense. But then Kolek and Shamit get back and knock the ball loose. Anunoby picks it up. Great defense from Shamit and Kolek. Bounce pass. And it was a foul in the backcourt. So it should be a transition take foul, no? Yeah, so free throw in the ball for the Knicks. Josh Hart coming back in now. 7 minutes to go. 7:20 to go. Jacob Belcher, your stream is fine. I'm a Knicks fan. I just wanted to ask questions about Detroit. Absolutely, brother. I'm a Knicks fan, too. Die-hard Knicks fan, too, brother. We watch every single Knicks game. We don't miss them. But we also cover as many teams as possible around the league. Basketball is my favorite sport. So even though the Knicks are my priority, I'm watching as much basketball as possible. You know, I said basically Clarkson is everything I dislike in a hooper. Poor defense, not efficient on offense, not a rebounder. Yeah, not even a playmaker. Doesn't garner attention offensively and doesn't make plays when he does garner attention. Towns down the lane, takes a bump floater. Late foul call, but he does get the foul call. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Jacob said, highly insightful answer. We watched a lot of Detroit. We do watch a lot of Detroit. Try to watch a lot of, obviously we're going to try and watch as many good basketball teams as possible, and Detroit's one of a really good basketball team. If the Knicks were not playing today, we'd absolutely be watching their game against Denver. Mark said, Cat got a foul call. Cat got a foul call. Finally. Towns at the foul line, knocks down his first free throw. Delano said, we're leading by 10. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Denver's a good team, leading by 10. We'll go around the league in a second here. We have 7 minutes to go. So next timeout or stoppage in the game, we'll go around the league. Knicks are in the bonus for a remainder of the quarter, 51-34. Brunson is back out there. There's Brunson, Kolek, Towns, Hart, and Shamet. They lob it down low. Layup, can't get it to go by Coulibaly, but he was fouled by Brunson, so Coulibaly's going to go to the foul line for 2. See, in that situation, Coulibaly's got to get that and 1, man. You got to get that and 1. That's Jalen Brunson. So Coulibaly's going to go to the foul line for 2. I forgot to give Towns. He didn't knock down both free throws. I know he did it. Scores ahead in the future there. Coulibaly's at the foul line for 2. Misses the free throw. Love to see it. 33-40, Denver, Detroit. Coulibaly misses both. We love when our opponent misses free throws every single time. We'll never not love it. We'll never not love it. We'll never not be a joyous occasion when our opponents miss free throws. Kolek gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Towns. Towns pump fakes from the perimeter, driving to his right, down the lane. One-handed slam. Karl-Anthony Towns looking rejuvenated tonight, taking advantage of a lowly team. And he gets the foul as well on Sarr. Sarr is just out there hacking and whacking away. How many fouls does he have? 3 personal fouls for Alex Sarr here tonight so far. So Towns going to the foul line for 1 more. Love to see it. Big Cat's up to 10-5 now. And we're going to get a timeout. Slim Slammo, what's up, Slim? Just that said, Sarr foul out guaranteed. Bruce said, I'd like the Knicks to stop playing with their food. We should be smoking the Wizards. That way we can play more of the bench and get JC and others in rhythm. I mean, JC, I don't know about that one. He got some playing time and he looked terrible. And not even like, oh, he was missing shots or he looked out of rhythm or not. He looked like he did not understand the offense that the Knicks were trying to run. We're done. I would like to see some Dadier. I would like to see some McCullough. I would like to see anybody. I would like to see Dylan Jones. I'd like to see anybody not named Jordan Clarkson. All right, going around the league real quick. 33-42. Denver having their hands full with a really good Pistons team. First quarter was 27-32. So it was a 5-point lead for the Pistons. Jazz Pacers locked in a tight one. Obviously, we know our Knicks Wizards coverage here tonight. Lakers beating down on the Nets, taking their Knicks loss frustrations out on the Brooklyn Nets here tonight, as the Brooklyn Nets have had to deal with multitude of times so far this season. Knicks come to the Garden, they get beat, then they got to go play the Nets, and then they take their frustrations out on the Nets. The Hawks taking on the Heat, and that is a battle of the mid. They're halfway through their first quarter, and we are at 8 p.m., so this game should be tipping off in about 10 minutes or so. So we'll be able to keep an eye on how the Celtics-Mavs go on here tonight. We'll probably be able to late witness to this game up until around halftime, which is when our game should be ending. Jacob Bell said, should the Nets be allowed to exist? They got some nice players over there. Working on something. The Flea said, chill, my boy Clarkson. We're done with Clarkson, brother. We're done with Clarkson. We don't need JC on the squad anymore. I mean, just as a cheerleader, brother, root for your team, be a good veteran out there. But we're done with your playing time, big dog. We're done with your playing time. Hoobian, what's up, Hoobian? Hey, Hayes, what do you think of the Celtics getting Vucevic? I think it's a really good pickup. I know some people are down on it because Vucevic is not a good defensive big, and so they think that's going to hurt them. Towns knocks down his and one free throw. Love to see it. But Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics have found a way to make Luka Garza a viable big man. I watched a game in which Amari Williams was really good for them as a big man. Down the lane, Keyshawn George can't get the scoop able to go over Towns. Good defense from Towns. Hit ahead to Shamet to pull up three. Line me up, Landry Shamet. Another assist, by the way, guys, if you guys are keeping track of it. I think Keno Hara, you're keeping track of it. Another assist for Josh Hart, 57-34. The Knicks have taken their 23-point lead, y'all. There it is. They're blowing them out now. One fall-away jumper for Chris Middleton. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. 57-34. Brunson. He's got Koulibaly on him. Brunson gets the ball knocked out of bounds. He'll stay here with the Knicks. Avey said somehow he'll do good on the Celtics. He's a solid offensive player. He's going to really help them offensively. Defensively, they're going to have to find ways to hide him. Towns knocks down the straightaway three. Karl-Anthony Towns, if this is a game that can get him going offensively again and he could find his rhythm, whew, boy, oh boy, I'd love to see it. Koulibaly has it up top, picks up his handle, gets it over to Sarr. Sarr spins to his right, trying to spin to his left. Brunson digs down, knocks the ball loose. Good defense from Brunson and Towns, our two worst defenders. They swing it out. Shamet in transition, another one. Another one for Landry Shamet. 3 straight threes for the New York Knicks, and they are up by 29 points now. Just like that, the three-point shot lighten the Wizards up here tonight. Just like that, 29-point game. We called for them to blow it open, and boy, oh boy, is it fully blown open now. 29-point lead. Don't let it get below 20 again. Keep it running, keep it going, keep it smooth. Let's run away with this one entirely. Absolutely love it. Kinar said, Dies Clarkson have something to do with the Philippines? Does Clarkson have something to do with the Philippines? Clarkson is half Filipino. Okay, Hazy said, let's get an 80-point half. I don't think they're going to get an 80-point half. We are halfway through the quarter here. 5:30 to go. But I don't think. Did I give them the 3? I didn't give them the 3, right? Yeah, no, I didn't. 29-point lead. 63-34. Ubian said we need a nickname for Shamet with how he's playing. I mean, the easy one is ShamWow, right? Y'all remember the ShamWow? Shout out to ShamWow. I don't know if you guys ever had the ShamWow. My family picked up the ShamWow one day. I'm not going to lie to you. It was kind of as advertised. It was pretty dang good. It was pretty good. I don't know why it's not around anymore, why it didn't become the standard use in households. ShamWow was pretty good. Jacob Ball. I've been calling you Bell this whole time. My bad, Jacob. Jacob Ball. Brunson is the one letting me down in my parlays. I mean, he's not had to do a whole lot today. Everybody's just cooking. It is the Washington Wizards. AB said that was last year's name. I mean, it just fits. It just fits. It's a true blue nickname. Again, shout out to ShamWow. The ShamWow, excellent product. I don't know why it went away. Sarr fires up a 3, can't get it to go. Hugporty with the rebound. Here comes Jalen Brunson, bringing it down the other way. Approaching the 5-minute mark. We are past the halfway point here in the second quarter. Brunson on the left wing. Pass fake. Down low to Hugporty. A bad pass from Brunson trying to force it. Hugporty saves it out to Clarkson, though. Out to Kolek. They swing it out to Shamet. Shamet step back right corner 3. Halfway down for Landry Shamet. He had Chris Middleton all turn around. Middleton had no idea where Landry Shamet went. Keyshawn George down the lane, stops, turns, pivots, throws the ball away, but the loose ball careens out to Sarr, hands it off to Carrington down the lane to his right, mid-range pull-up jumper over Brunson. Too strong, can't get it to go. Kolek with the rebound, hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson quickly pushing it the other way. Brunson has it, coming to his right, steps back, straightaway 3, another one. Can't get that one to go. And a good box out on Sarr. And the Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas. Appreciate you, brother. The Knicks handling business as usual. Like the stream, y'all. Appreciate you, please. Absolutely. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. It is by far the best thing you can do to help support the channel, y'all. Thank you. A little over 4 minutes to go. Chris Middleton maneuvering down the lane. They kick it out in the corner. A three for Coulibaly, and he got it to go. 63-37 now. Back to 26. Shamet up top, attacking to his left. Spins, pulls it out. Gets it over to Huckporty. Huckporty swings through to his left. Driving it down. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Sarr. Not a good idea for Huckporty to go one-on-one there. They swing it out. Middleton, a left corner three in transition, comes up short. Huckporty, good boxing out and rebounding. Gets it out to Kolek. Kolek bringing it down. Coming to his right. Full head of steam. Kicks it out to Shamet. Shamet gets up top to Hart. Hart directing traffic. Gets it out to Huckporty. Leaves it off for Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Has it in the mid-range now. Leaves it off for Kolek. Kolek hesitates from three. Jab step. Driving it down. Stop. Leans in. Fall away. Off glass. Can't get it to go. Huckporty, the offensive rebound. Leaves it off for Kolek. Kolek throws up his floater. Can't get a friendly bounce on the floater. And the Knicks just missing everything right now. Getting good open looks. Can't knock anything down right now. Shamet, Brunson, Kolek, all missing shots. Carrington down the lane. Leaves it off for Sarr. Sarr stops, turns and spins, and gets fouled by Huckporty. And Huckporty saying, I didn't foul him. He just slipped. Either way, it's a foul on Huck. Daniel Tilson. What's up, Daniel? Jay Hay said, feels like Shamet playing a lot of minutes in this first half. Yeah, no Diawara. No Diawara. So he's getting all the Diawara minutes as well as his usual minutes. He's also playing extremely well. So the Knicks are going to go back to their starting five here to end this first half here, final 3 minutes. Jay Hammer, what's up, Jay Hammer? Sean of a Gun, what's up, Sean? Harden to the Cavs. That is the rumor right now. Not even rumor, as Alex Sarr lines up a three, gets it to go. 63-40 now. They've cut the lead to 23. Again, don't get it under 20, Knicks. Don't allow it to go under 20. I mean, they are getting good shots. They're just not knocking anything down. Brunson down the lane, kicks it up top to Anunoby. Pass fake, driving to his right, and a two-handed slam. Beautiful play for OG. Knew they were playing him for the swing pass. He knew it, so he hit him with a quick pass fake and then took the lane for the two-handed slam. Carrington draws the foul. Should be a foul on the floor. The high vibe with a very generous super chat. You guys are letting the super chats fly here tonight. Appreciate you guys, all the support. Incredibly generous to you guys. Thank you. Said my boy Chef. What's up, brother? What's up, high vibe? Hey, brother, the Knicks and the Hornets. Yes, sir. The two hottest teams in the league, man. Shout out to the Hornets, high vibe. If you guys don't know, the high vibe is a Hornets fan, a Charlotte Hornets fan, and they are cooking these last couple of games. Tied with the Knicks for the longest win streak in the NBA. Actually, matter of fact, the Hornets won last night, so their win streak is up to 7. And the Knicks are still sitting at 6. It should be 7 after tonight. Sean of Gun said for Garland in a second. Did it officially go through? Did I miss that? Did it officially go through? Brightest future. What's up, brightest future? Let's go Knicks. Yes, sir. AB said the Knicks are not making any deals. Probably not. I've been telling you guys this for weeks, and you guys are still talking about some Drew Holiday and some Giannis. I keep trying to tell y'all. They did give Carrington all 3 free throws. He knocked down 2 of the 3. Towns gets it out to Bridges. Wide open left wing 3. Line me up. Got me to go Mikal Bridges. We love to see those. Now my stream is no longer stuttering, so can I improve the quality of it again? I'm watching it in like 720p. Carrington down the lane throws a lob up top, and they wave the lob off, and Jalen Brunson stepped in to draw the charge. Ball back to the Knicks. 2:11 to go. All right, can I improve my quality of my stream again without it completely going down the drain? Mark said LeBron is expected to stay with LA. I would assume so. 26-point lead for the Knicks. Towns has it up top. Hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby pulls it out, coming to his left, off the Town screen. And a foul on the Wizards. On Kayshawn George. George is going to foul out tonight if he keeps hacking and whacking away here tonight. Mr. Nixon, what's up, Mr. Nixon? Knicks mopping up on a 150-point pace. They are mopping up so far here tonight. Anunoby's at the foul line for 2s. The Knicks have been in the bonus for a while. Give them a 70-point quarter. I mean, a 70-point first half. 70-point quarter would be insane. I said, who's Leon Thomas? I don't know who's talking about Leon Thomas, but pretty sure that's an artist, music artist. Anunoby knocks down both free throws, giving them 70 to 42. Under 2 to go. Knicks would need to score 10 points in a flurry here in order to get to 80. Koulibaly steps behind the line, shoots up the three, can't get it to go. Rattled in and out, halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Bruce said, monitoring the trade deadline as well. What else would you expect? What else do I expect? Harden to be traded at some point, unless this trade is official. People have been saying it in the chat. I know that was rumored the other night. We talked about it last night. It broke while we were live last night. We talked about it already. And they get it into Carrington, who knocks down a right wing three. Brunson will bring it down the other way. And my game is back to stuttering as I improve the quality of it. And they got to fix this. It can't just be me. Anybody else watching it on Gotham Sports app? I know I'm like one of the few who actually pay for it. Brunson, a foul line pull-up jumper, can't get it to go off the Towns pass. I'm going to lower the quality yet again. This is disgusting. This is truly disgusting stuff. Carrington attacking to his right along the baseline. I'm going to reload the page, but we have a minute to go before halftime, so I'll wait till then. Jelano said, any games on Valentine's Day? I don't know, brother. I do not know. Knicks come up with the steal. Towns, Josh Hart, back to Towns, two-handed slam. Nice unselfish play from Josh Hart. Could have taken the two, wanted to defeat his big man. Karl-Anthony Towns leading the way with 16 points tonight. Yes, sir. 16 and 7 in the first half. 72-45. Carrington up top, coming to his right. A pull-up three for Carrington. Can't get it to go. Rebound for OG Anunoby. Leaves it off for JB. JB bringing it down. Brunson has it up top. Leaves it off for Towns. Towns helped Carrington up after he fell down. Towns can't get the layup to go against Sarr. Battle for the loose ball. Keeps it alive. Over to Bridges. Anunoby trailers the three. Can't get it to go. High rebound. Sarr able to rip it down. And Alex Sarr bringing it down the other way. Sarr up top. Leaves it off for Kaishan George. 27 seconds to go. Should be the final shot of the quarter. Actually, there's a 6-7 difference between shot clock and game clock. Anunoby jumps the lane. Can't save it. <clears throat> 27-point lead, 17 seconds to go. 8 on the shot clock for the Wizards. So the Knicks should have an opportunity. 9-second difference between game clock and shot clock. They should have an opportunity to get another score here. Up 27 points. And then the Wizards throw it out of bounds. NBM said a no-doubt game, as it should be. As it should be. Jacob Ball said, I'm in that stupid window where my wife has COVID and I'm just waiting to get it. Ooh, that sucks, brother. It'll be my first time. Wishing you the best, big dog. Wishing you is not bad at all. I'm wishing it's not bad at all for you. You and your wife. Stay healthy, big dog. Stay healthy. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Harden got traded to the Cavs. Is it official? Did I miss it? Where is it? Why is my internet so bad? All right, there we go. Is it official? Brunson will bring it down for the final possession. 72-45. Give me one more basket. Give me a 30-point lead. Give me a 3. I'll get greedy. Brunson dancing with it. Steps back. Pump fake. Steps through. No look pass out to Anunoby. Pass was off. Anunoby kicks out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart at the buzzer. Lock me up. Can't get it to go off the back rim. And we're going to walk into halftime with a 27-point lead. We'll take it. We'll take it. Shams announcement. Oh, it went through? I don't know about that trade for the Cavs, man. I really don't know about that trade for the Cavs. I've been like, I'm trying to pull it up here. So I'll see it in a second, but see what the official trade is. What are all the moving parts? We were live last night when it was announced he was probably going to get traded. Where is Shams? Why is this so difficult to pull up on Twitter now? Twitter's so trash. I'm only on Twitter for news, man. That's the only reason I'm on Twitter. I'm only on it for sports news. All right, where's the deal? Breaking, the LA Clippers are trading James Harden to the Cavs for Garland and a second-round pick. All right, so it's pretty much a straight-up trade. The Cavs send out a second-round pick with Garland. Well, that takes the Cleveland Cavaliers out of the running for a championship team. James Harden's not going to win a championship. We know what his playoff legacy has been like so far throughout his career. So unless there's going to be a drastic character and game shift, I'm not worried. I'm even less worried about the Cleveland Cavaliers now. My goodness, am I even less worried. Uh, Sons Gen gifted a membership. Appreciate you, Sons Gen. Appreciate you, brother. My goodness, the generosity of you guys tonight. We've had super chats. Now Sons Gen's gifting memberships. Thank you guys. K Hazy gets it. A long-time viewer. There you go. Appreciate you guys. There it is. There it is. Appreciate you, K Hazy. Appreciate you, Sons Gen, man. Thank you. Rolando said, who did James get traded for again? He got traded for Darius Garland. Let's pull it up. Traded for Darius Garland. This is the entire trade. It's not a lot. It's pretty much a straight-up trade. And 1 second-round pick thrown in. Oh, you guys can't see it. Pull it up right here. 1 second-round pick thrown in. You can see how bad my lighting is when the screen is black. There's a black background. But James Harden to the Cavs for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. This is actually, I like this trade for the Clippers a lot. It really helps their future. They actually have a young guy that they can sell to their fans. The Fleece said lose trade. That's crazy. I think this is a solid trade for the Clippers. You move off of old James Harden, who was not going to help you in the future, and you get a young future point guard. Now, the issue with Garland is for his career, he has been incapable of staying healthy. But Tigre, what's up, Tigre? Appreciate you, brother. It looks good with the dark background. I like dark mode. If I can switch what I'm using the dark mode, like if ESPN had a dark mode, man, would be excellent. Would be excellent. Mark said Clips won that one. I think so. I don't know why. I guess I know why Cleveland was trying to pivot off of Garland, but I don't know why Cleveland is interested in James Harden. Again, we know James Harden's history in the playoffs. It's a huge laundry list of his history in the playoffs. Why would they? Cleveland just, to me, they took themselves out of the, like, they'll be a better regular season team because Harden is a fantastic regular season player. But come playoff time, nobody's concerned about the Cavs now. I would have been more concerned about the Cavs if they were able to get Darius Garland healthy moving forward. Now, maybe they know something about his medical that that we don't know, obviously, with the foot and the toe injury that he's been dealing with all year. He just has not been healthy. So maybe they're just like, screw it, let's go all in. Apparently, they're still in on the Giannis thing. They might look to try and like a package around Mobley and picks and whatever salary they need to match in order to get Giannis to the Cavs. So the Cavs may not be done, but either way. Kinar said not enough shots for Spida now. Donovan Mitchell, James Harden backcourt is funky. I'll tell you that. You're going to get no perimeter defense. You're going to get a really slow, laterally moving defensive team. It puts more pressure on Donovan Mitchell to be a better defensive player because Garland, he has his defensive issues, but at least he plays hard and is usually in the correct positioning. But, man, yeah, I don't know about this move for Cleveland at all. At all. Obviously, it's good for the Clippers. Not much to talk about it from the Clippers side. They get a young point guard they can continue to build around. Garland is, what, 24 years old, 25 years old, something like that? What's Garland's age? Garland is 25. So, you know. He's born January 26th. Well, we're in February, so he's should be 26 now, right? Anyway. Yeah, Jerry's got 25, 26, whatever the case may be. How old is James now? James is 36. So they traded for a better player who's a decade younger. LA did. And Cleveland swapped for a player who's 10 years older, who definitely, I don't think, is all that concerned about winning a championship right now. You know, he's still a very good player. Gigi said, let's wait for the next 2 games and make any decision based off of the results. The Fleet said Clippers were on the up and ups. Yeah, they were. And then James Harden. This is a great pivot for the Clippers, I think, anyway. I mean, it's not like they were going to be competing for a championship this year regardless. So being able to actually swap for a player, maybe just as good as Harden overall impact-wise, doesn't put up the numbers Harden does, but if they can get a healthy Garland, I definitely prefer a healthy Garland over James Harden, especially moving forward. Bruce said, this is the last you'll ever hear of Darius Garland, soon to be Invisible Man. I don't know about that. I kind of really like Darius Garland. He's just been dealing with a ton of injuries. If he can get healthy, and obviously it's a big if, whenever a player starts dealing with injuries, but if he can get healthy and stay consistent, a really nice pickup. GG said, I'm cool with Sadiq. What do you think? I would love Sadiq on the New York Knicks, but it ain't happening, brother. Keenar said, so Garland, Kawhi, Zubac. Too bad no Powell. Yeah, Powell would have been nice to keep. Jacob said, doesn't he really want a contract? Yeah, it's always about money for James Harden. He literally, the perfect place for him was in LA. It's his home. It was an LA native, so it's his home. They just built a new arena. He's on a team with Kawhi. There's really no expectations for little brother, Clippers organization. So you can just kind of ride out the rest of your career, be home, and just, continue to hoop with no real expectations. Now you're going to a team with legitimate championship expectations. And maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe I'm discounting James Harden's drive to win basketball, but his career has told me he's a playoff dropper. So I'm just going to believe my eyes. David M. What's up, David? Garland will look better without Mitchell. I think so, too. It's also, he has a really good... Garland is one of the best pick-and-roll partners in the NBA for big men. And Zubac, Ty Eagle with the subscription. Appreciate you, Ty. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good time tonight. What was I saying? Garland? What was I talking about? Oh, Garland to the Clippers. Zubac is one of the best pick-and-roll bigs in the NBA. So Garland was able to work magic with Jared Allen, who's also a pretty good pick-and-roll big. And having Zubac as a pick-and-roll partner, it's going to make Zubac stay really good because Harden is also one of the best pick-and-roll point guards in the NBA as well. And it's going to keep, as LaMelo runs into his coach, and they headbutt each other last night. That sucks. Leeway Shi, what's up, Leeway? I guess they're going to have the NBA Institute using 2 basketballs. Sean Evigan said Harden trying to destroy every locker room in the NBA. Tiago said 140 to 80, my prediction? 60-point game? I don't know about that, brother. Wizards starters are all minus 26. Makes sense. Jacob said, I need the recipe for a Knicks championship. The recipe is Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson having excellent playoff runs, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges locking up defensively, Josh Hart continuing to be a do-it-all big, and everybody on their bench having career playoff runs. That's what it's going to take for the Knicks to win a championship. Delano said, I'm pushing 30. 36 ain't old. It's just a little gray. Some young gold. Not when you're a professional basketball player, brother. 36 is extremely old. Extremely old. For regular life, not old at all. For a professional basketball player, extremely old. You are approaching retirement. Right? The rest of us approach retirement around, 60? Right? Darnell said it's going to be hard because Harden doesn't pass the ball. I mean, he does pass the ball. He averages 8 assists. I don't think that's an issue. The issue is not that he doesn't pass the ball. The issue is that he doesn't do anything when he doesn't have the ball. So he's just going to be standing there out on the wing. He's not going to be cutting. He's not going to be setting off-ball screens. He will go and stand away and be like, you tell me when it's my turn to have the ball. I'll be over here when you need me. Right? That is the issue with James Harden. Not that he doesn't pass the ball, because he does pass the ball. He averages 8 assists. Very good at passing the ball, actually. The issue is that when Donovan Mitchell has the ball, because he'll have the ball in his hands a lot, what is James Harden going to be doing? Unless they're going to give the ball to James Harden and tell Donovan Mitchell, well, you go play off ball now. We'll see how that works out. He said he is the system. His words. Right from his words. Right from his mouth. Absolutely. Here's your picture. Harden and Donovan Mitchell together. The Harden thing coming out of nowhere is absolutely hilarious. I'm not going to lie. Also, by the way, Shams reported that Towns is expected to play for the World Team during the All-Star game, which I refuse to learn what that means. I refuse to learn how the All-Star game works. I don't care. I don't want to know. It doesn't matter to me anymore. Trapped in the 90s said Hart is an easy target on defense. He is. Let's refresh everything because the internet has been trash here tonight. All right. So Nuggets Pistons are at halftime, and the Pistons have blown this one open. They're up by 19, 69-50. So it looks like Detroit will run away with this one here tonight unless the Nuggets have a little run in them. We can take a look. Jokic only has 7 points. He's 3 for 10. Duran and Stewart putting a beat down on Jokic tonight. He's got 7, 8, and only 1 assist with 3 turnovers. Putting a beat down on Nikola Jokic here tonight, making him look human. Tons of Jen said stream looks good though. Appreciate it. Good. Good thing. Thank you. Thank you for the update. Jamal Murray's got 14 points. He's 8 for 8 from the foul line. He's getting to the foul line. He's getting beat up out there. Only 2% from the field. 2 of those being threes. Jalen Pickett hasn't made a basket. Christian Brown is back. Whoa, didn't see that coming. Christian Brown is back. 1 for 4. Peyton Watson, 1 for 5. That's not helping. That's a big issue. They need him to get going. Noted running in some bad injury luck. They're actually getting healthier now. They actually have 3 starters back. They have 3 starters available today. Whereas before they had 4 starters out, including their 6th man in Valanciunas. But Valanciunas is back, Jokic is back, and Christian Brown made his return here today. Just in time to play Madison Square Garden. David Empson, what do you think of the Detroit deal moving Ivy? They had to move off of Ivy because they weren't going to pay him this offseason. He's in year 4, so he's going to be a restricted free agent. They weren't going to pay him, so they had to move him for something. They didn't have a ton of value because he has not recouped his value since coming back from the injury. They didn't have the opportunity to really recoup his value because they're trying to win as many games as possible here. So they didn't really have the luxury of just throw him out there and let him play. Roll the ball out, let him get back, let him get his rhythm back. So in a limited role, trying to get back to where he was before the injury, where he was averaging like 17, 18 a game. Playing really well, and it was time for them to move on. Really good pickup for Chicago. Detroit didn't really get much back. They got Herder and somebody else who's not very good, Dario Saric. Not a big fan of Herder at all, but maybe he can find the range again from 3. Playing in Detroit, he should have open looks playing alongside Cade Cunningham and them boys. So we'll see. Jacob said, "Did you see Josh Hart's wife roast him on his own pod?" I don't know if they've released a new episode recently, but I have seen the wives episode that they did in which she was on there. Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard? Appreciate you, brother. Hit the like button for Sheppy. Appreciate you, Bernard. If you're enjoying the show so far, hit that thumbs up button. Jelano said, "Y'all having fried nuggets for dinner?" It better be freshly fried nuggets, brother. Deep fried, too. Deep fry my nuggets. Valanciunas is a +7. They get anything off the bench. Bruce Brown, solid. Hardaway Jr. continues to be in a bad slump. 1 for 6 from the field for Hardaway. Not helping. Not helping at all. I said, "Is Hart's wife funny?" I could see her being cool. She's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know her personally. But the few times she has made an appearance on the pod, she's cool. Jacob Bell said, "Like and subscribe. It's free." Appreciate you, Jacob. I called you Bell again. Appreciate you, Jacob Ball. Appreciate you, brother. It is free, and it takes less than a second. Hit the thumbs up button, and then hit the subscribe button. If you guys are enjoying the show, I'd appreciate it very much so. You got Lakers Nets going on. That is 62-30. Lakers up 28. National Blowout associated in full effect as the Hawks now up by 15 on the Heat. Celtics and the Mavs locked in the title when this game is tipped off. 20-29 Bucks Bulls. Magic getting absolutely stomped by the Thunder here early in the first. National Blowout Association in full effect, y'all. Blowouts all over the place. And start the game, the Wizards get a basket. My game is so blurry. That has to be 144p. That has to be 144. My goodness. Towns tries to lob it down low to Anunoby. The ball got tipped, but Anunoby picks it up, leaves it off of Bridges, throws up the little floater in the paint, and gets a nice friendly roll up the front of the rim. So it is 74-47. I have to. The game is so choppy. Gotham Sports app is so bad. They get it out to Middleton down the lane, throws up a lob pass inside, gets knocked away by Towns. Bad decision from Middleton, just take the shot. Anunoby Euro down the lane, gets the easy layup. out on the break. And it is 76-47, just like that. Back up to 29 it goes. Carrington fires up the straightaway three, got it to go. He's shooting 40% from three since being handed the reins for a large part of the offense after the trade. I have to lower the video quality. It's so bad. Bridges, a left corner three, can't get it to go. Here comes Chris Middleton bringing it down. Middleton has it on the left wing. Coming to his right off a Sarr screen. Josh Hart chasing him down the lane. Throws up the floater. Got it to go for Chris Middleton. Former All-Star. The Fleas with a very generous super chat yet again. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And they throw a hit-ahead pass to Bridges for an easy layup as Bridges just beats them down the court. Is that another assist for Josh Hart, who's now sitting with a foul on Kaishan George driving it down. Foul on Bridges. Go to the foul line for two. Josh Hart now with 4, 6, and 7. He is for sure on triple-double watch, y'all. On triple-double watch. Jacob Ball with a very generous super chat as well. Appreciate you, Jacob. Said, saying Bell is so common every sporting event I ever participated in through high school. It's just the thing. I don't know why it's not you. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right. Jacob Ball. I got you. I got you. We got LaMelo Ball. We got balls in the NBA. We got LaMelo Ball. We got Lonzo Ball. It should not be difficult for me to call you Jacob Ball. It's on me. It is on me. Kaishan George knocks down both free throws. So it is 78-54. 26-point lead for the Knicks. Thank you for your super chat, brother. The Fleas also thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate you. He said, let's go Knicks. Yes, sir. Brunson down the lane, lefty layup. Got it to go for JB. And it's now quickly 80-54. George has it up top, hands it off to Sarr. Sarr down the lane, hands it off to Middleton. Middleton to his right, floater off glass. Can't get that one to go. Middleton looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. Anunoby rips down a rebound. Bringing it down the other way. Hit ahead to Hart. Hart on the left wing. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Middleton. Bridges is going to pull it out and gets it out to Towns. Towns up top straight away. Over the top pass to Bridges. Rolling to the rim. Knocks down the floater. Another assist for the Knicks. Another assist for Karl-Anthony Towns. And everybody is hooping, man. Everybody's getting in on the action. Lead back up to 28. Give me the 30-point lead. I'll get selfish. I'll get very selfish. Down the lane. Step back. All the way for Carrington. Got it to go. I keep wanting to say Koulibaly, but it's Carrington. Carrington and Koulibaly. Carrington knocks down that shot there. Brunson up top being chased by Koulibaly. They get it to Towns, rolling to the rim. Easy layup for Karl-Anthony Towns as, who was that? Kaishan George tried to take a charge. Took a dive a little bit. Not enough contact for a charge, and it's still 28. Trading baskets. Carrington dancing with it. He's trying to get off right now. Step back three comes up short. Josh Hart with another rebound. Josh Hart now with 4, 7, and 7. The assist and the rebounds working their way towards the triple-double, but you got to start getting some baskets, Big Josh. Towns has it up top. Towns gets to the Anunoby. Foul line extended. Step back, fall away midi. Got it to go for OG. Does that count as an assist for Towns, right? That counts for an assist for Towns. Oh, by the way, the New York Knicks are up by 30 points here tonight, 86-56. Adrian Carlos, what's up, Adrian? Anunoby a rebound off the missed jumper from the Wizards. Here comes Jalen Brunson bringing it down the other way. Fakes the handoff, driving to his left, throws up the floater, got it to go for JB, and a timeout for the Washington Wizards, and this should be an early night for our New York Knicks. Trapped in the 90s said, let the kids play, rest up for Denver. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you got to end the third quarter the right way. Play a somewhat normal rotation, but obviously lean on your bench. It's really upsetting Mo Diawara went down with the ankle injury, man, because this is the perfect Mo Diawara game. Perfect Mo Diawara game. Darnell said, Knicks will win by 40 tonight. I mean, I don't really care winning by 40, winning by 30, winning by 20. It doesn't really matter to me as long as we get out of here healthy and ready to go for tomorrow. And rest it up. Rose Pierce said, Lakers up by 36. What's wrong with the NBA? Tonight is the full, they don't call it the NBA for no reason, right? They call it the National Blowout Association. And that is it for sure in full effect here tonight. The Thunder are already up by 20 in the first quarter over the Magic, who can't score a single basket on the Thunder here today. They scored 12 points in this first quarter with 1:30 to go. Bulls and Bucks pulling away from the Bulls. They're up by 12. Celtics and Mavericks locked in a tie one. That's the closest game so far here tonight. The Hawks pulling away from the Heat, 66-50. Lakers dominating the Nets here, 69-33. Obviously, we know our Knicks are blowing out the Wizards here. Jazz and the Pacers locked in the title one. This is also a close one at least. You got 2 close games. And then the Pistons are up by 19 on the Nuggets. See if the Nuggets have anything to get back into this one. They do have a game tomorrow, so they might just pack it up and call it a loss early. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully the Nuggets use up a ton of energy trying to climb back into this game, and then they're tired for tomorrow. Would love to see that. Mindset John, what's up, Mindset? What's up, John? You got the lucky charm for New York. Kudos to you, man. Oh, I definitely consider myself, John, a bad luck charm. More often than not, when I cover games outside of New York, outside of our Knicks, and I cover games all around the NBA, it often feels like I just pick the wrong games. Every game we try to cover ends up being a blowout in some regard. It is a pretty rare occasion when I land on the right game to watch that night and we get a nice, fun, close ending. I feel like we started the year really well doing that. I felt like we were picking the correct game time and time again. And then these last couple of weeks, man, it might just be an NBA thing. There's a ton of blowouts going on in the NBA. But I feel like I've lost the step in terms of picking the right game to watch. MBM said, very happy for the blowout, but it was expected. Yeah, you just can't take anything for granted, right? So it was expected the blowout was going to come, but there's always a part of you that's like, we've seen the Knicks struggle to take care of business at times, but they are absolutely taking care of business here tonight. Bridges up to 18 points, by the way. He's 7 for 8 from the field. Mark said, no starters in the fourth. I hope so. I don't think Mike Brown will do that. I think Mike Brown will play his starters a little bit in the fourth, but hopefully not much. Carrington has it up top. Oh, no, that's Koulibaly. They kick it out to Carrington. Carrington extra pass to Middleton. Wide open left corner 3. Got it to go. It's really difficult to differentiate between Carrington and Koulibaly tonight for me because for whatever reason, I don't know if it's my internet. I think it's the Gotham Sports app. I think it's the stream itself. I think the stream is just really bad and laggy today. Sarr gets the chase down block on Towns, but that's because Towns gets fouled by Middleton. So Towns will go to the foul line for 2. It's a 3 by Middleton on the other way, by the way. So it's 88-59, 29-point lead. But because of that, I've decided I'd rather just watch a smooth game, which, by the way, it's still not smooth, but I'll take a hit in the quality. So I'm not watching it in HD. I'm watching it in like 720p. So it's not great quality, but at least it's as close to smooth as I can get it right now. But also, my timer right? Yeah. But also, Koulibaly and Harrington have very similar hairstyles going on tonight. Towns knocks down the second free throw. He missed the first one. The free throw shenanigans continue tonight. They continue to miss them. Harrington has it up top. Gets it over to Koulibaly, attacking to his left. Bullet pass inside the nobody, and it's a turnover for the Wizards. Bruce Fallis said All-Star break, 1-2-3 Cancun. Many teams are for sure looking towards the All-Star break. Absolutely. Jacob said, your stream is perfect. Turn up the resolution. I appreciate the stream is perfect. I appreciate the updates. It's not this. I'm streaming the game on TV, so I can call it. The game is all laggy. So, you guys tell me that the internet is perfect. The stream is fine. So that tells me that it's not my internet. It is the Gotham Sports app. It's the stream of the game that I'm watching. Koulibaly, a 3, can't get it to go. Anunoby good boxing out and rebounding. Anunoby has it on the left wing. Gets it over to Towns. Towns gets it back to Anunoby, swings through to his left, down the lane, goes up, ton of contact. Bridges able to pick up the loose ball, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Trapped in the 90s. Said now Josh. Yeah, Josh. Now Josh gets off the court limping. Can't catch a break. Absolutely. Contests the shot, and then he twists the ankle. Doesn't seem bad. He pops back up and walks off the court, but I highly doubt he's going to play tomorrow now. Highly doubt it. Great. Bridges knocks down his first free throw. He's got another one coming. Josh Hart going back to the locker room. He's walking very gingerly. Yeah, he's done. He's done for about a week or 2. Al Machinery said, why are the Stars playing? Because there's 6 minutes left in the third, brother. That's why. That sucks. Sucks a lot. Diawara goes down. Now Josh Hart goes down. Kaishan George down the lane, knocks down a little pull-up jumper in the paint. That just sapped all the joy out of the game here tonight. Brunson up top, attacking to his right, picks up his handle, kicks out to Anunoby. They swing it out to Shamit. Shamit pump fakes, driving to his left, and a foul on George. It'll be side out of bounds for the Knicks here. Mark said, stupid Wizards. It's just unfortunate with the sprained ankles. It happens. It really sucks that 2 of them happened so far here tonight. Hopefully that is the end of the sprained ankle saga here tonight. It's been bad, really bad. They get it into Towns. Towns has it up top. Takes the handoff, keeps it, attacking to his right. Stops short, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Sarr with the rebound. Good defense from the Wizards. 91-61. Carrington pushing the pace, putting his head down, attacking. Anunoby knocks the ball loose. They pick it back up. They kick it out to Sarr. Straight away 3. Can't get it to go. The Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas. Said 12 more likes for 150. Let's lock in, chat. The Fleas is the captain of the likes on the channel. He's always in the channel hyping people up to like the stream. Appreciate you, Fleas. Appreciate you, brother. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, please hit the thumbs up button and like the stream so my guy, the Fleas, doesn't have to contribute any more super chats. Appreciate you guys. It is free. It is free. The Fleas is contributing money to tell you guys to do something for free. I appreciate you, Fleas, man. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity. We are under 6 to go. We're past the halfway point. Town subs out. We got Brunson, Bridges, Clarkson, Huckporty, and Shamit in the game now. Up by 30. Darnell Moore music, absolutely. 91-61. Brunson spins, steps back, mid-range fall away. JB can't get it to go. Long rebound. And a loose ball foul on Jordan Clarkson. Okay. Rav said, we have to worry about the Pistons. That's the game I can't wait to see. Well, it looks like we're going to be down Josh Hart and Mo Diawara for those games. So, sucks. Very much so. Bruce Fowler said, I thought Flag would be a glorified Christian Laettner. I was wrong. He's the real deal. I don't know I don't know if you just didn't watch him at Duke, brother, but chat disconnected. He's successfully reconnected. There we go. Oh my goodness, Jay Gardner with an incredibly generous super chat. Appreciate you, Jay Gardner. Appreciate you. My goodness, he said, I appreciate you, Chef. Nah, brother, I appreciate you. You guys don't have to contribute any money. I'm going to urge you guys, save your money. The merch announcement is on its way tomorrow. We're going to put the merch out. At least get something for your money, guys. At least get something for your money. I'm freezing up. All right, let me know when I'm back. Seems back now? All right, yeah. I did see over on the stream capture over here that it froze up. YouTube was like, hey, what's going on? Something's bad with the internet tonight. So Brunson knocks down to 3. So it is 94-64. Obviously, this game is over. We're going to watch it for some fun shenanigans when the bench comes in and hopefully some rookies come in. But as of right now, we still got a couple of starters. Stream's freezing a lot. All right, let me know if it continues to freeze over these next couple minutes or if it kind of fixes itself as we go on here. Brunson knocks down a floater again. Brunson trying to pad them stats, brother. Get up to 20, JB. He's up to 17. And then Brunson gets called for a foul. Donald Moore Music said, book club? We could do book club. Let's wait until the fourth quarter to get to book club, though. But we could do it. We could do it. I finished The Stranger. I finished the book. I reread it. It was fun. Good book. It's crazy how many things you forget when you reread something you haven't read in a really long time. Almost a decade. Yeah, over a decade. Over a decade since I initially read The Stranger in school. Rose Pierce said, if you ask me, it's YouTube and they mess around with ads. I think it's the internet because my stream for the game is also off, so the stream here is going to be a little bit off. Jacob with another generous super chat. Chill, guys, chill. You don't gotta do this. You guys know I'm reading the chat anyway. You gotta throw it in the super chat. I appreciate you guys. This is what I get my money. It hasn't been freezing. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. This is what I get for my money. It hasn't been freezing. Appreciate you, Jacob. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. I really do. I really do. You guys don't have to give any super chats. You don't have to pay for interaction. I'm right here. I'm reading the chat. Trying to get. All right, we're back. Hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're good. Frozen. Stream still freezing a lot. Oh, brother. Let me check my internet connection. What's my speed at? My speed at? Man, this sucks. Pull it up over here. See what's going on. Yeah, the internet's really low right now. The connection's really low. Harden traded. We saw that, Ron. We went over it. We went over it at halftime. Trying to cut your legs, Chef? What's up with them? I don't know, John. What's up, John Cena? My guy John Cena in the chat. Let me disconnect this from the Wi-Fi, and then... Well, I'm not over Wi-Fi on my computer anyway. Diawara Deuce, and now Josh Ankles. Damn. Yup, trapped in the 90s. Yup. Internet low. Yeah, let me check my... do the speed test. So 851 down. About 320 up. Not good. Not great. Checking the internet speed. Uploads at 316. Should be good enough though. It's clear it's not as fast as it should be, but that should be good enough. Get Verizon Fios. That's what I got, S2Mar. What I got. Like physical connections, I am wired in. I am my Ethernet is connected to the computer. Everything is running through my Ethernet cable. Dial up. Not since the early 2000s, brother. Sarr Love, what's up, Sarr? It's probably gonna I'm probably gonna have to just try and reset the router after the stream. Obviously, can't do it now while we're live. Donald Muse said, I quit the video and reloaded. Seems to have helped. Yeah, something's going on. Check the connection, though, physically. The connection should be fine. Connections have not been shut, but everything is in. If we're not in properly, the stream would not be up right now. The internet would crash completely. 96-66. Here we go. Down Taz at the post against Sarr. Drop step, spins into a double team, pump fakes, puts it up, can't get it to go. Battle for a rebound. Here come the Wizards. Nuggets are getting blown out. They are indeed getting blown out. It's 84-66, 18-point game. 18-point game. I mean, it's only 18. It's possible, but they got to get on a run. Just a little hiccup. All right. Might be too hot. Use the fan. Check your wires. Everything's good. Everything's good. Literally would not be capable of being live right now. Nothing has changed from the 100 other streams we've done here today. I mean, this season. So, we've done about 100 streams this season, and nothing has changed. Everything is properly ventilated. Everything is properly connected. Nothing has been touched. So, just one of those fluky things here tonight where the internet is struggling to keep up for some reason. I'll check it out at the end of the stream, but as of right now, I think we're fine, right? It's back to normal somewhat, right? Not freezing as much now. Let me know. Mr. Fantastic said, need more 10 George points, rebounds, assists, 8 more Brunson points. You might not get it, brother. Shaman knocks down to 3. Knicks up by 33. Oh, they call it a long 2. Don't like that. Don't like that, Landry. A long 2. Will Riley down the lane. They kick it out to Champagny. Walks into a straightaway 3. Can't get it to go. Brunson bringing it down. Gets it to Anunoby. Maybe when I'm here. What's going on? That's weird. Champagny down the lane off the turnover from the Knicks. So everything was working better once I switched tabs. Maybe it doesn't like how many tabs I have open, but that doesn't seem to make sense to me. Maybe that. We come back here. Get over to Shame It, pump fake, sidestep, back up top. All right, so the internet is down. Internet is officially down. Ultra Spang mode. Did you pay your internet bill? Appreciate your Russell Field. I did pay the internet bill. Internet bill is always paid. Not sure what's going on tonight with the internet. Gonna have to check it out. Jacob said that's a great screenshot. I don't know what it looked like, but Blowout said it's hard not to see if these NBA players have some funny names. It is 100-68. Wizards are at the line for 2. Jacob said it wasn't embarrassing. I don't care if it is. It's fine. Screenshots are screenshots. Once you're live, 6 days a week, it kind of is what it is. It is what it is. You reap what you sow. Once you put your face out there. He said these fouls are killing me. It's kind of all over the place. Got my eye in this Nuggets-Pistons game. It's 15. Not insurmountable. Not insurmountable at all. Wizards split the free throws. 100-69. Bruce Fallis said, did Mitch play? No, Mitch will be available to play tomorrow. Towns up top, attacking to his left. Steps back, mid-range fall away. Can't get it to go. Brunson knocks the ball loose out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wizards. We have 2 minutes to go. Roosevelt said, I'm glad you're on the problem, though. Yeah, I mean, I have to be on the problem. It is my problem to fix. So, a solution will be found. It might just be one of those freaky nights where the internet, just something has happened, something that I can't control, and the internet's just going to be funky for the night. There's just going to be a dip in the internet. And when you stream, you do have a lot of things going on. Got a lot of programs running. Got a lot of tabs open. Keep track of everything. I unironically think it's the ESPN Gamecast that also was slowing down the internet. I think it's taking up a ton of bandwidth. I think it's a really bad feature from ESPN. Carl James said, JC still not attempting shots? Yeah, I mean, he's not. He's out, brother. He's out of the rotation. Not attempting shots. Doesn't really help you doing anything if he's not shooting the ball. And he's not a consistent shooter of the ball. And Penny can't knock down the floater. He's looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. It is 71-100, by the way. Anunoby's going to put his head down, stop, spin, takes it out to Brunson. Brunson the straightaway 3. Can't get it to go. Clarkson chasing down the rebound. Can't grab it. Body's hitting the floor. Here comes A.J. Johnson. Leaves it off to Cooper. Cooper tries to get it to Champagnie. Brunson picks it off easily. Brunson sprays it out to Clarkson. Clarkson attacking to his right. Spins to his left. In the lane. Attacking. Fall away fader. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Towns has it. In the paint. Goes up. A lot of contact, no foul, stays out of bounds. It'll stay with New York. Kevin Anderson, what's up, Kev? Time to take the starters out. The game is over. I don't want any excuses about being tired when they play Joker tomorrow. Good show. Yeah, I mean, the excuses will for sure still be flying because they always do. But you can't really have the excuse when the Nuggets are also playing tonight, right? Both teams will be tired tomorrow. As Anunoby misses the corner 3. Both teams aren't playing on a second night of a back-to-back tomorrow. Both teams are going to be injured going into tomorrow. Likely no Josh Hart. Likely no Mo Diawara tomorrow. Deuce McBride seems like he's going to still remain out. They do get Mitchell Robinson back, though. But that's 3 role players out for the Knicks. 2 of them incredibly important in Josh Hart and McBride. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? Pistons banging the Nuggets, and we'll be doing the same tomorrow. I mean, it's a 15-point game right now. Unless I should be refreshing the page here. But it's a 15-point game, big dog. No, now it's back. Now it's to 21. There you go. I needed to refresh the page. It's 21. Yep. Banking up on the Nuggets right now. For sure. Now 23. Dominating the Nuggets here tonight. McBride and Hart always hurt? Not really. Not really. Brunson will bring it down. Champagnie missed both free throws, actually. My goodness. Foul on A.J. Johnson. Should get some subs here. Not yet. We got 48 seconds to go in the quarter. We're going to get free throws. 25-point lead now. My goodness. Donald Moore music. Bridges is a quiet tank. Yeah, the Iron Man. What is it? 600 straight games? 500 straight games? Something like that. One of those milestones he hit this year. Brunson knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Jazz up by 6 on the Pacers. Lakers still dominating the Nets. They're starting their second half. Hawks up by 17 on the Heat. National blowout associated full effect as the Celtics not pulling away from the Mavs, up by 12. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Joe said, I thought Champagny was on the Spurs. Did he get traded? No, he's got a twin brother. Julian Champagny is on the Spurs, and Justin Champagny is on the Wizards. Get it out to Will Riley for a 3 over OG. He ain't get it to go. Here comes Jalen Brunson. Gadra said they should have been pulled out, the starters. They probably won't play the fourth quarter, brother. You normally play your normal rotation regardless of the score for the first 3 quarters during a blowout, and then for the fourth quarter, you get them out of there. Towns down the lane, can't get the layup to go. And they get it out to Riley. Ran off the line, down the lane, flips it over the right hand, comes up short. Battle for the rebound, sham it, and the Knicks knocking it loose. Cooper fires up a 3 at the buzzer, can't get it to go, and our third quarter ends 102-71. This game has been over for a long time. Joe said, oh, I never knew that. That's interesting. Yeah, he's got a twin. Angel A1 Jerome, what's up, Angel? Yeah, so our third quarter ending is 102-71, a 31-point beatdown here tonight. Blowouts all around the league. It's not just the Knicks. Nuggets up by 26 points. Pistons up on the Nuggets by 26 points. So, Nuggets will go into the Garden tomorrow on a 2-game losing streak, and the Knicks will be on a 7-game winning streak. Nixon NYC, what's up, Nixon? Jacob said, did we win all the quarters individually? I believe so. I believe it's been nothing but positivity for the Knicks. So 38-22, 34-23, and 30-26. Yep. They have. Bruce Fallon, 1-2-3 Cancun. Definitely is the Wizards' mentality right now. They are trying to get to that draft lottery, trying to get the season over. I think they've seen enough from their young guys. Sarr and Kaishan George, definitely pillars. Everybody else kind of up in the air. As to what's going to go on with them. Rich Smith said Nuggets only down by 13. My math wrong? 14. 11. 11 now. My math was wrong. My goodness. It's an 11-point game. I'm not going to pull it up on the second screen. I was going to say I'm going to pull it up on the second screen, but there's been, I don't know if my bandwidth is getting stretched out too far or what, but I'm going to blame ESPN for their new Gamecast because that's the first time I've seen that Gamecast change to look like that. Yeah, I said holding them under 100, only thing left to do. Absolutely. What did they end the third quarter with? 70 what points? 71 points? So, okay, we have to keep them from scoring 29 points here. All right. Keep them from scoring 29. Give me some Dylan Jones. Give me some Yabu. Give me some Kolek. Who else we got on the bench? Who else we got available? Trey Jemison. Give me some Trey Jemison. Joseph said Clarkson is terrible all around. Clarkson's good at one thing, and it's putting the ball in the basket, but he doesn't do it very efficiently. He's 33 years old. He doesn't have quickness or explosion anymore, and he is not very good at anything else on the court. All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter, y'all. I'm going to leave the box score up at least for us, but I'm afraid to even bring the Gamecast back in. They swing it around. Clarkson in the left corner 3, because now my stream is perfectly fine. There's Clarkson getting up on the board. Clarkson knocks down a 3. Jacob said, just don't lose. Up by 30. I'm not winning. I'm not worried about winning or losing anymore. How did they give the Knicks 105? Did they change the score or something? Clarkson definitely knocked down a 3, and they had 101 points. But I'll take it. Kaishan George spins down the lane and knocks down a floater. Kolek, Bridges, Clarkson, Kolek. Can't knock down the floater. Kolek, Huckporty, Bridges, Clarkson, and Shaman are out there right now for the Knicks. (105-73) down the lane. Keyshawn George leaves it off for Champagny. Misses the floater. Battle for the loose ball. And Marvin Bagley outworking Huckporty there. Able to draw the foul on a putback attempt. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. I think we're okay. Stream seems fine. I'm really interested in the Nuggets-Pistons game, so I'm going to sneakily try and pull that up over here. I'm going to sneakily pull that up over here. 13-point lead for the Pistons. Oh, end of the third. We don't even have to pull that up yet, but we'll keep that there. Keep that there. Donald Moore Music said, jinxed it? What did I jinx? What did I jinx now? Jay Garner said, do you think the Claw should have gotten selected to the All-Star game over Chet? Yeah, probably. I mean, look, he's definitely been more of an All-Star than LeBron. I think he's been more of an All-Star than Chet Holmgren. I think he's been more of an All-Star than Denny Avdija. I think he should have made it over all 3 of those guys, and yet all 3 of those guys got selected over him. I think there's a sentiment around the league. They don't love the fact that he's kind of the face of the injury management kind of revolution in the league. They also, I think, penalized him. Good chase down block for Champagny there. I think they also penalized him for the Clippers' really slow start to start the year, even though they've been red hot as of late. Ben said it's a Keyshawn. My brother, Keyshawn. I got you. Keyshawn George. Son Jen said, a quick search says there are a number of ISP and server issues spiking this evening. Yeah, I don't think it's anything on me because, again, I haven't changed anything I do in terms of, like, streaming games, and we stream 6 times a week, so I don't think it's anything on my end in terms of, like, connections or overheating issues or anything like that. I do think that it's just one of those nights where, like you said, Sons Gen, there's just a spike in some usage, soaking up some of the internet usage. Shaman knocks down a 3, by the way. It is 75-108. The thing everybody's going to keep their eye on is, can we keep the Wizards from scoring 100 here tonight? They missed some layups there, but knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Wizards. Kylo Gaddafi. What's up, Kylo? Kilo Gaddafi. What's up, Kilo? Under 10 to go here. The Knicks get the ball back. Rolano said, George, dope to be would be nice. Dope to would be nice to get him 6'10", I think, and he can shoot. Talking about Keyshawn George? Because, brother, you're not getting him either. Well, you got to load up 2K if you want to make some of these trades you're putting in here tonight, Rolano. Jacob, appreciate you, brother. Another generous super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for all the support tonight. Your cut and Knicks win first 3 quarters. I small bet. Yep. There you go. Oh, he said your cut. Appreciate you, Jacob. Appreciate you. Bridges, a left wing 3 wide open. Got it to go. Mikhail's been on fire tonight. Mikhail's our leading scorer of the 23 points now. There was a technical on the Wizards, so the Knicks had a free point there. So it's 112-75. They get down the lane, knocked into the air by Shamit on the pass attempt. Got to get Mikal Bridges out of the game. Rolano said, why did you read my comment like that? Brother, because there's only so much editing I can do. Edit your comments before you put them in the chat. I'm trying to make sense of what you're saying, big dog. Edit your comments before you hit enter. Take 1 more second to reread what you wrote. Dylan Jones comes in. Dylan Jones. 26th pick in the 24 draft. Drafted by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trey Jemison is also in the game here tonight. Keyshawn George down the lane, throws a lob up to Bagley. Big one-handed slam for Bagley. Nice highlight for the Wizards on a beatdown of a night. Wizards are very much used to this. One of the worst teams in the league. They have the worst net rating in the league. He's swinging around inside the Jemison, two-handed slam. Beautiful ball movement from the Knicks. Great pass from Kolek. Great pass from Dylan Jones, who picked up the assist. But this definitely comes down right now to defense. As Dylan Jones digs down and gets the steal. Dylan Jones, I really like the Dylan Jones pickup personally. Yeah, it's definitely the internet, not on my end, because this is not updating. I got to update it. Trey Jemison missed a wide open layup, hit ahead to A.J. Johnson, gets stripped by Kolek. No, he got fouled by Kolek. So it'll be side out of bounds for the Wizards here with 8:42 to go. We're under 9. Okay, he said, good to see Trey again. My dad loves Trey Jemison, man. He asks me all the time. He's like, who's that big dude who never gets to play? And I'm like, Hug Porty? He's like, no, not him. We know Hug Porty. I'm like, ooh. He's like, he only plays sometimes. He wears the goggles. I really like that kid. I'm like, Trey Jemison? He's like, yeah. Every time I see him, he's solid. I'm like, all right. I like Trey Jemison too, but not that much. Donamo Music said, I wonder if the Westchester Knicks could beat the Wizards. Definitely not. Definitely not. There is a huge differential between the G League and the NBA. Son said, I'm a writer, not an editor. Darnell said, move in and govern like Clyde would say. Oh, moving and grooving like Clyde would say. I got you. Cole like a pull-up three, can't get it to go. Jemison, the offensive rebound. Shovels it over to Huck. A bad pass, so he pulls it all the way back out to Kolek. Kolek slips pass inside the Huck. Huck inside the Jemison. Jemison reverse layup, can't get it to go. Jemison looking for a foul, doesn't get the whistle. You just got to get the layup, brother. You just got to get the layup. Approaching the under 8 to go here. Dylan Jones fouls A.J. Johnson. I like Dylan Jones a lot, I'm not going to lie. House Money Pro, what's up, House Money? Is Brunson out? Brunson is out the remainder of the game. This is a 30-plus point blowout here tonight, brother. This one is done. This one is over. Brunson will not re-enter the game here tonight. Joe said Dylan Jones is a good player. He's a really good player. Got drafted by the Thunder. They really liked him and wanted to keep him, but they had to move off of somebody to make more room for all their draft picks that they bring in. So they had to get rid of Dylan Jones. Where did he get traded to again? I forget. He got traded to the Wizards. That's right. He got traded to the Wizards, and they released him. And honestly, that's a really good sign that he's going to be a legit good NBA player, because anybody the Wizards just give up on ends up being good. We're looking at Ryan Rollins, the starting point guard for the Bucks. We're looking at Denny Avdia, who just made his first All-Star game. We're looking at Daniel Gafford, who's the starting center for the Mavericks. If the Wizards give up on you and trade you or move you or release you or whatever, it's a really good sign that you're going to be a really good NBA player. Really good sign that you're going to be a good NBA player. So we have 7:30 to go now. Trav in the 90 said, Huck for three. Is he going to take a three here? Huck threes? Would love to see it. Would love to see it. All right, where are we at in this Nuggets-Pistons game? 10-point game. 10-point game, y'all. All right, we're going to keep an eye on it. Very interested. A.J. Johnson down the lane against Dylan Jones. Beautiful half-spin hesitation movement right past Dylan Jones. There's some bad defense there from Jones. Kolek manipulating with the ball. Down the lane. Tries to leave it off for Huck. Right through his hands, though. And then knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Wizards. Trav in the 90 said, go Nuggets. Yeah, I would love for the Nuggets to keep this close. Have to play really hard here in the fourth quarter. Have to use up a ton of energy battling these Pistons tonight, as the Knicks have a nice, easy victory against the Wizards. And a challenge here. Challenge here for the Knicks. They're going to use their challenge. Let's put that game up over here real quick. Mason Bridges said, is Carl going to play? Carl Anthony Towns is done for the night. It is a 30-plus point blowout, brother. There's no reason for any of the starters to come back into the game. Jacob said, I'm about to go to sleep, my people. All love. Let's go, Knicks. Be safe and well, everyone. Appreciate you, Jacob. Of course, we will be live again tomorrow as the Knicks will be taking on the Denver Nuggets. We'll be live for both games tomorrow. Knicks versus Nuggets to open up the night, and then we will stay live to cover Spurs versus Thunder after. Going for the doubleheader tomorrow again. More basketball, more coverage. More. 12-point lead for the Pistons, by the way. Jokic, foul line, kicks it out. Strother, down the lane, floater, got it to go. Joe said, Knicks play the Nuggets tomorrow. Yes, sir. Knicks play the Nuggets tomorrow, second night of a back-to-back. Nuggets playing right now against the Pistons in a tough battle. They're down by 10. Cunningham tries to shovel it over to Duren, knocked out of bounds by Duren. No, it's going to stay with the Pistons. How is it going to stay with the Pistons? They got 9:30 to go in their fourth quarter. See the replay here? A bad pass from Cunningham hit Duren right in the face. And it did look like it was off of Hardaway. Good call from the official. Donald Moore Music said, I'll be at AHL Hockey. Have a good time, brother. Have a good time. Rav Torres said, tonight is sleeping like a baby because I'm happy for the New York Knicks. Absolutely. Tonight is a nice, easy night. Nothing to worry about. Really upsetting that the Knicks are going to walk away with two more injured players here tonight, but hopefully nothing too serious, and maybe a week. I'm hoping for a week. Hoping for just a week. So Lakers, of course, are still blowing out the Brooklyn Nets. Miami keeping it close. It's only a 12-point game. Start of the second half here. 67-55. Celtics, Mavs. It's an 8-point game at halftime. All right, pretty close. Mavericks can shock the Celtics tonight and give them a loss so the Knicks can be in sole ownership of that 2 seed. I'd appreciate it. I'd very much appreciate it. Angel Androma said, who got hurt? Josh Hart rolled his ankle again, and Mo Diawara rolled his ankle. So, 2 guys who were legitimately, Mo Diawara was legitimately in the Knicks rotation, and Josh Hart is obviously extremely important what the Knicks want to do. So we're under 7 to go and a foul up top by the Wizards. Nixon said, I was at work, who got hurt? Josh Hart rolled his ankle again. So that sucks. I think he'll probably be out at least a week. And then Mo Diawara also rolled his ankle pretty badly as well. So he'll be out probably longer than a week. His looked worse. Clarkson down the lane, throws up a floater, got it to go. So we are under 7 minutes, quickly approaching the halfway point of this fourth quarter. I can't wait. I'm starving. Can't wait to go eat. Got some pizza waiting for me. A.J. Johnson, ball knocked out of his hands. The Knicks are still out there with Huck Porty, Jemison, Clarkson, Kolek, and Dylan Jones. A.J. Johnson can't knock down the floater over Huck. Here comes Kolek pushing it the other way. Kolek pulls it out, shoves it over to Clarkson. Clarkson a pull-up 3 as the trailer off the back rim. Jemison with the rebound, knocked out of his hands, out to Jones. Now over to Kolek. Kolek down low to Jemison. Shovels it down low to Huck. Huck with the layup, got it to go. Beautiful ball movement from our third stringers out there. Love to see that. Donald Moore Music said it's half the Westchester Knicks out there. It is. If they had Mo Diawara available, he'd be playing. If they had Dadier or McCullough available, they'd be playing. Maybe Dadier is available and he's not playing. I don't know. I will say it looks like the Knicks are definitely going to keep the Wizards from scoring 100 tonight. They have 81 points in 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Cunningham, mid-range jumper, got it to go. Beautiful move from Cade Cunningham. Porty gets the layup and the foul. Knicks continue to pour it on here. It's 120 to 81. With 5:20 to go. Hayes said Dadier is probably still sick. Oh, true. He's been out. He doesn't play, obviously, so makes sense. But I didn't even factor in that he might not be healthy enough to play. Jokic fires up a 3, knocks it down. It is a 9-point game with 9 minutes to go. Denver not quitting, not going out quietly, not going down without a fight. 98 to 89. We'll keep an eye on it. They have 8:45 to go. Wizards scored. So 121-83. Hukporty a three. Ariel Hukporty, 3-point sniper. Yes, sir, Huck. Yes, sir. Big Hukporty, his first career made three. What is he up to now? What does Huck have now? A three for Will Riley, by the way. Hukporty up to 10 points, 1 for 2 from three-point range. I didn't even realize he took another one earlier. Hukporty with his first career made three in the NBA. Clarkson gets stripped down the lane. Here come the Wizards. Riley throws a lob up to Johnson. Gets fouled from behind by Hukporty. He's going to go to the foul line for two. And the Pistons now lead by 13 and a timeout. Probably by the Nugs. Jokic lost the handle. He was looking for a foul. He didn't get it. It was a 4-on-1 fast break, and they got the easy dunk out of it. So A.J. Johnson is at the foul line for two. NBM said mercy rule in effect. I mean, it's a nice opportunity for the young guys to get in the game. I want to see Dylan Jones be a little bit more aggressive. I know he just got to the team, so how aggressive can you be when they're trying to run their offense and whatnot? So I understand him kind of deferring to Kolek and Clarkson here. But I want to see him be aggressive with the ball in his hands. 4:20 to go, by the way. We're approaching the end of the game. Of course, when it comes to our Knicks, doesn't matter what the blowout is. We're going to stay live to the very end because it is my favorite team, so that is the exception to the rule. Normally, we would be out of here by now. And Clarkson gets hit with the travel. Normally, we'd be out of here by now. Normally, we don't like to stick around for these blowouts like this, but when it's your favorite team, you got to. You got to watch all 48 minutes. It also gives us an opportunity to watch players we don't get to watch all that often, right? So now we have the opportunity to watch extended Kolek minutes. We get the opportunity to watch extended Hukporty minutes. We actually get to watch Dylan Jones be out there and try to defend and see what he looks like. Trey Jemison getting minutes, right? Get the opportunity to watch these guys. Kolek bringing it down off the missed three, 124-88. Kolek down the lane, gets caught in the air, leaves it off for Hukporty. And their connection is just special, man. Got a nice special connection. 126-88 now. Sharif Cooper down the lane, loses the handle. It's going to go to the Knicks. One of those nights, man. One of those nights. One of those teams, really. Not even one of those nights. Bruce Fowler said Denver has an obvious hard back-to-back for sure. Valanciunas knocks down the fadeaway jumper over Stewart and got the foul. He's trying to cut it back to 10. There's under 8 minutes to go. More than enough time for Denver to pull up this comeback. A.J. Johnson down the lane, misses the layup, looking for a foul on Cole like he doesn't give it to him. Jones a hit ahead to Clarkson. Clarkson crosses over, down the lane, easy layup, got it to go. An off-ball foul by the Wizards. We'll get them a timeout. 128-88. It is a 40-point beatdown. I've even stopped keeping track of what the score is. So 40-point beatdown tonight. Roger G. Wall, what's up, Roger? I am now, as Valanciunas misses his free throw. Come on, brother, you got to get those free throws to go down. Jokic on the bench. I love seeing that. Cade Cunningham coming to his left, dancing with it, coming to his right. Swings it out to Harris, ran off the line. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Murray, comes up short. Hardaway with the rebound. Quick outlet to Peyton Watson. Peyton Watson trying to push the pace the other way. Has it on the right wing. They're going to need something from their guys here. Watson driving to his right. Mid-range floater. Comes up short. Peyton Watson's been bad tonight. He's been bad. Harris down the lane. Leaves it off for Javonte Green. A three. Got it to go. And that's a back-breaking shot for the Detroit Pistons. Lead back up to 14. I want the Nuggets to keep it close and have to really exert a ton of energy down the stretch here because they play the Knicks tomorrow. Valanciunas hands it off to Murray. Murray slips, dancing with it. Delano said y'all should get Zach LaVine. Ain't nobody worried about no Zach LaVine, brother. Detroit should get Zach LaVine. Should give up All-Star Thompson for Zach LaVine. Nobody gets back on defense for the Nuggets. Javonte Green gets an easy lane of the rim, throws down a big one-handed hammer. Still 14-point lead for the Nuggets. 14-point lead for the Pistons over the Nuggets. Oda said, thanks for the win, Sheffy. I didn't do nothing. Ball was not in my hands. I got my timer ticking this whole time, by the way, but we're under 3 minutes to go. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. Cunningham has it up top. Jay Garner said, my daughter was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma. Watching you in these streams and giving me a sliver of joy during this time. Appreciate you, Seth. I'm rooting for you, brother. You'll be in my prayers tonight, big dog. Wishing you well. Wishing you and your daughter well. You and your family, man. That sucks to hear. Peyton Watson, double clutch layup. Valanciunas right there, though. 12-point game. 5:30 to go. We're going to get Jokic back in the game? Christian Brown's at the scores table. Can we get Jokic back in there? Can you try to win this game, Denver? My man John Duncina. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you. Tony Madrano. What's up, Tony? 7 in a row. 7 in a row. Nice, easy 7. Now looking for 8 tomorrow against Denver. Denver comes up with a steal. Leaves it off for Strawther. Strawther pushing the pace, beating them down the court. Layup, got it to go. 10. 10 with 5 minutes and a timeout for the Pistons. Get Jokic back in there now. Now you got the opportunity to do so. Will Riley's at the foul line for 2 here. Joe said, I want 30 before the game ends. I mean, they'll get the 130. They got 3 minutes to get the 130. I'm sure they'll get to it. Will Riley split the free throws. 128 to 89. Kolek bringing it down. I want to see some more Dylan Jones, man. He's not really touched the ball. He's just kind of standing off to the side, allowing Kolek to dictate the offense here, as he should. But Kolek turns it over, trying to lob it down low to Huck. Bad pass. Jay Hayes said, nope, they're resting Jokic to beat them Knicks down. We'll see. I mean, look, you don't really want to give away games. It's a 10-point game. Put Jokic back in there, see if you can make this comeback happen. You got 5 minutes to go, more than enough time to come back from 10 down. Right? That's almost nothing in modern basketball. It's almost nothing. Will Riley sidestep 3 over Dylan Jones. Got it to go. Decent contest from Dylan Jones, but Will Riley able to knock it down anyway. And now we're getting to dangerous territory with the Knicks. The big goal is Dylan Jones coming off the screen down the lane. And it's a foul. Foul on the Wizards, so it'll stay here with the Knicks. The concern here with the Knicks with 2:10 to go. The Washington Wizards are now up to 92 points. We want to keep them under 100. Want to keep them under 100. Come on, New York. We got this. We got this. We just got to get under a minute at like 95 or less points. We'll be all right. Get it into Jones, hand it back off to Kolek. Kolek coming to his left. Dancing with it. Coming to his right. Kolek down the lane. Takes a bump. Puts up the floater. Looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. Quick outlet to Will Riley as he was able to leak out. Two-handed slam. Nice and easy. All right. Let's not give them easy baskets here. We're under 2 now. Under 2. There's a fall away. Midi comes up short. Peyton Watson with the rebound. They can get it to single digits here, guys. 4:45 to go. Clarkson dancing with it. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go for JC. 130-94. 142 to go. Come on, Denver. Get a score here. Peyton Watson dancing with it against Danis Jenkins. Driving to his right. Stops. Spins. Fall away. Terrible shot off the back rim. But a foul. Foul on Danis Jenkins. Danis Jenkins can't believe it. My goodness. Donamore Music guarded tomorrow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Southern Gent said Knicks looking absolutely unstoppable lately. They've been fantastic. That players only meeting was real. That was some real stuff for sure. Definitely helped them get back into here. Also some stylistic change a little bit, especially with some of their defensive coverages. Also the players just locking in and accepting the roles. Sharif Cooper a 3, can't get it to go. There we go. Get a rebound. And the Knicks converge for a rebound. Grab a rebound, guys. We don't want these guys to score. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. They can't get to 100. They can't. They cannot. Don't let this happen. This happened the other night when you played the Lakers. They got a garbage time basket at the very end to give them 100. Dylan Jones almost gets a steal, ends up fouling them, and they're in the bonus, so it's going to be 2 free throws. Almost got a steal, but brother, we got to get that. They also have 96, by the way. 58 seconds to go, man. Denver did end up scoring, by the way. It's 99 to 107. Jokic is back in. Christian Brown is back in. A 3 for Duncan Robinson. Ooh, that's tough for Duncan Robinson. Got it to go. Curling off a screen. 107 and 110 to 99. Back to 11 it goes. They hand it off to Payne Watson. Stepping down the lane. Foul. And one for Payne Watson, getting those 3 points right back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Payne Watson. They knocked down both free throws, 98 to 132. I don't care about the lead or the score or anything like that. I just need the Knicks to play some defense. No more scores. They can't allow any other scores. Down the lane, they get stripped. You got to get a stop here. Off and running is A.J. Johnson to the rim. Missed the lefty layup. There we go. And Kolek with the rebound. There we go. Good defense from Dylan Jones hustling down. Kolek lobs it over to him. 3 for Dylan Jones. Can't get that one to go. Battle for a rebound. And now here come the Wizards. Just hold on to the ball and dribble out the clock, Wizards. Don't look to score. They're going to look to score. Get a stop, Knicks. Get a stop. A pull-up jumper. Comes up short. Long rebound. Back to the Wizards. Out to A.J. Johnson. And he got it to go. No! They get 101. The Knicks couldn't keep them from scoring. All they had to do in this quarter was keep them from scoring 29. And now the Knicks dribble out the clock. Literally last second shot. All they had to do was grab a rebound. And the final score will end 132 to 101. A despicable ending for the New York Knicks. I can't believe it. Literally ruins my night. That sucks. That sucks. Sons Jen said, keep that list ready. Keep that cafe in limbo and get them Knicks. All right. Appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate everybody. Bruce Fowler said, Wiz scored more than the Lakers. True. Lakers scored 100. Wizards scored 101. That's going to end our coverage here tonight. It looks like the Pistons are going to pull away with 3:30 to go. They're up by 10 again. So this one looks like it's going to go to the Pistons. Lakers blowing out the Nets. We know this. Hawks have had the Heat an arm's distance away all night. Up by 10 still. Celtics and Mavs still locked in a pretty decent close one. Celtics look like they're pulling away a little bit here. They're up by 8. Bulls down 14 to the Bucks. It's definitely the National Blowout Association in full effect here tonight. The Thunder are blowing out the Magic as well. And then you got the late game 76ers Warriors. Suns taking on the Blazers. Really late game for us. Look at the start time for me. 11 p.m. Ridiculous. Definitely not staying up for that, but I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And as always, shout out to all of the channel members. Whether you were gifted a membership or you decided to become a member on your own, I very much appreciate the support. Shout out to everybody who's supported through the Super Chat function here today. Shout out to all of the new subscribers here today. Jacob Ball was all over the place with the Super Chats. Appreciate you for all your generosity, big dog. The Fleas was incredibly generous with the Super Chats here today. Of course, as always, thank you. The High Vibe came in as well with a very generous Super Chat. I appreciate you guys more than you could ever know, man. Thank you, guys. Yak said, even 101 defense been great. Yep. That last 3 killed me, Yak. That last made 3 killed me. Could have kept them at 98. But 101 is not bad, obviously. Not a big deal. I'm playing it up for the jokes. But it is what it is. Sons Jen, Angel Anyone's Roman, Joseph, Angela Harding, George Jones, Susan, of course, Nick Yak, Drolano, Carl James, Kinahara, Justice's dad, all the usuals. Appreciate you guys. As always, Don Juan, appreciate you, as always. He said, did you bet? I did not bet anything, brother. I did not bet anything. Eamon Owis, what's up, Eamon? Appreciate you, as always, in the chat all the time. Bruce Fowler, my guy. We'll be back, as always, tomorrow. It is a 7:30 tip-off, I think, tomorrow? No, 7 o'clock tip-off. Check real quick, double-check that, make sure we are unlocked. No, 7 p.m. Start time for the game. So, like tonight, same time. Same starting place. We'll be live at 6:30 for our pregame rundown. Not much to go over considering the Knicks blew them out. So not much to really cover tomorrow in terms of the rundown, but we'll do it as always. And go around the league, maybe cover some crazier trades that happen tomorrow. Hopefully, trade season in full effect. Guys trading jerseys all over the place. So with that being said, thank you guys. We'll be live again tomorrow. Remember, first to sleep before bed, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.